20 degrees. Yeah.
Isn't that every weekend now? I don't know. It's just like
No, it was exceptionally bad.
I've been warm the past few days, last week. Anyways, you are the third guest in the last few streams. It was Steve Rubin, Ben Ellenbogen, and now it's you. There's one common characteristic. I was going to say there's one common characteristic between you three that I do not possess.
Oh, is it that we're Midwesterners?
Yeah, that's part of it. The other part of it is, you all have Pro Tour wins. Oh,
Steve Rubin won a GP?
Yeah, Pro Tour Shadows.
No, GP.
Oh, a GP? Maybe a team limited one.
Oh yeah, but none of them are legacy champions except for me, and that includes you. So I don't know what Eric's use is.
The one I top aided, I lost immediately and went home in Columbus.
That's fair.
I did not have to reschedule my flight, thankfully, because of that. But it would have been nice to, win the big painting and reschedule my flight. But
yeah,
I mean, IRL Legacy is sort of dead right now for obvious reasons in the United States. I don't know about other countries, but getting to that, tell me why you wanted to play this deck and what you think of it, because I do not generally play decks like these. You know that.
Well, Jarvis, that's why I'm here. I'm here to teach you when to hold and when to fold. I mean, Doomsday's great. Doomsday's just good, honest magic. I've enjoyed Doomsday for a long time now. Probably, it's actually about a decade since I was playing it in store. Actually,
it was GP or SCG DC where you had the Doomsday sideboard in your.
It was actually over 10 years ago. Or no, just under. Sorry, that was 2011.
Yeah, it was just under.
Yeah, the deck was great, and there was Doomsday in my Storm sideboard for some Emrakul stacks, and it's just good times. And Thoughtseize Oracle makes it significantly easier as opposed to Emrakul, Shelldock Isle stuff.
Cloud of Fairies, probably?
Yeah, Cloud of Fairies was not in there. I determined... This is a whole thing. Basically, the idea is that if you're boarding into Doomsday as a sideboard plan, it's because your main aggressive combo plan isn't good enough, that you want a slower, more resilient combo plan.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, you're fine with more passing the turn in order to get to your Emrakul, so you don't need a lot of players.
Yep, but nowadays, we've removed all of that BS because Thassa's Oracle is like basically the cleanest kill condition you can ask for in a deck like this. I think is the reality, right?
Yeah, for what it's worth, I think this list is slightly different than what I would present, but I'm not going to fiddle with it.
Yeah, I mean, I had a discussion with you, like, the one Cabal Therapy, one Duress, one Thoughtseize. Oh, the Cabal Therapy, it makes sense. But the one Duress, one Thoughteize, one Pyroblast is, like, kind of weird to look at.
Oh, no. I want to play a Night's Whisper instead of the Lim-Dul's Vault or the second Baleful Strix.
Okay, we can do that. I can find it.
No, don't do it. No, we should play it as we learn our lesson.
Okay.
No, so the reason, I guess talking, if you're basically every Doomsday stack, you can make it stack comes down to, you're going to Doomsday, you're going to play Cantrip, you're going to draw, basically you need to put yourself into a position where you can cast a Predict, that's the easiest way. You can, there's some other stuff you can do if you have mana, but like, you can Predict, and then you flip Oracle into your graveyard and draw 2 cards. You don't even need Oracle in your graveyard. You basically set yourself up in a spot where you either have Oracle as the last card in your deck and you're cycling Edge of Autumn and sacrificing LED in response, then playing the Oracle you draw, or you're putting yourself in a spot where you are predicting your Oracle to your graveyard and casting Unearth on it. Those are kind of 2 basic situations that come up. But the reason that you would be interested in Night's Whisper is such that, like, the thing I was saying is that if you have 2 Dark Crits, and you go Dark Crit, Doomsday with a blue floating, you end up in a spot where you have blue, black, and basically all of your combo chains that involve casting, because you have to cast something that draws a card to start, there's a bunch of stuff you can do with Brainstorm, but all of your combo chains that involve casting Ponder or Preordain start from that constricted mana. There's no way to convert to a second blue off of drawing a single card, and like you can't get your Predict and your mana. That's the problem.
I see.
Um,
So if you had a Knight's Whisper in your deck, that would fix the situation
Right.
where you have Writ Doomsday
only
with
that exact situation.
yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
know if that's actually something that comes up a ton. So yeah. The thing to note is that this is really not like it's a force will like you see there are 4 force will 4 days, and you are that kind of combo deck, not like a storm deck where you are
Yep.
running a specific needle. Also note the Cabal Therapy is key. You can mill it with Predict so that you can sacrifice your Thassa's Oracle so that you can unearth it to get a new trigger.
Yep.
So you are dead if your Thassa's Oracle.
I was gonna say, don't play your Thassa's Oracle into a Tundra in game 1. You really just don't want to do that. That's a way to instantly lose. Neville Shoots is in chat. I believe he's one of the people who worked on this deck a fair amount on MTGO. That's just a common theme. People see me streaming, they'll click on a deck and they'll be like, "Oh, I played that deck a bunch," and they'll show up to the stream. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so shall we get to some matches?
Yeah.
I do not want to play any of the Gen Con events. I just don't want to do it. So
You don't want to open foil unicorn tokens?
that was, I just, what, how? I just don't know. Oh, Neville Shoots has 9 trophies. I wonder if they're all with the Doomsday. Brian Cook crushing it with updated Epic Storm.
Is this the no? Is it like no Rite of Flame but Chrome Moths or whatever?
I think he's down to Rite of Flames, but only 6 Moxen. So he's been working a bunch. He's been like going in and out of like different variations, you know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Peer into the Abyss as a Burning Wish target has looked obscenely good every time I've watched him play the deck.
It's pretty clean. That is a very clean kill.
Alright, we're playing against the Magic Cat. Alright, tell me... Oh, whoops. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah, this game's fine. It's,
We're bad versus Wasteland, but we can probably ponder into land.
We're gonna just ponder. We have, like, we want another land anyways, because we want to accumulate resources and stuff, so...
That's close, actually, right?
Is it? So the problem is that stack is like you play Doomsday and then you pass the turn,
And then if
you're
you get...
like,
I see.
because you can't draw a card. If you think turn 2 Doomsday with Force of Will back into turn 3, so we'll be able to ponder with LED sack, which basically like we'll win the game. But I don't know, if you think turn 2 Doomsday, turn 3 kill is good enough, then keep that on top. I think keeping this in the order of like, let me think this through. I'm not opposed to keep. I guess we're just dead to Wasteland if we keep, but our hand's not great against Wasteland if we don't. Like, we still have to hit if we don't keep. I don't know. What are you feeling here? I'm not the most in tune with how Wasteland heavy the Legacy metagame is right now.
It's not that heavy, except if you queue into Delver. That's the only thing. Like,
yeah, I'm fine with that. I think you would like to have Cabal Therapy next turn, so you want to stack them Ritual bottom, Doomsday second, Therapy top, just in case we get discard spelled. And if we get discard spelled, I'm fine with them taking our LED and like we can play a slower game. I'm not.
Wait, so Therapy bottom, Ritual top, Doomsday in the middle.
No, you want to draw Therapy. You want Therapy in your hand next turn in case you need to do something. So you want to put Ritual bottom and then Therapy top because you don't want Doomsday in your hand just yet.
Okay, I think I'm fine with that. And if we get wasted, so be it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're probably dead to it, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think most people will waste us here because we did not shuffle with our ponder for what it's worth.
Why? I don't know. Sometimes you just want to waste like people throw this.
All right. So do you want to jam now?
I
think that's the major question here. Do you jam here or not? Because so if we ponder into a land, what does that do?
It Daze proofs us in the future. I don't know how, like, if we're not playing around Wasteland, I don't know if we really want to play around Daze. I'm gonna let you make the metagame decision about whether we play around Daze here. Would you play around Daze off of Misty Rainforest on turn 1?
I think it's probably correct to
We
like.
don't need to. I would just ponder.
Yeah.
We don't need to do anything. We're in no rush.
I think keeping that ponder is correct because finding Doomsday is really important. So if we're
That's gone. We don't need any of this stuff.
Yeah. Okay, that's at least a mana source.
We're just passing though.
Yeah.
The only problem with what we did is that was our blue card for the Force of Will, so that we'd have cantrip backup. But I guess we can just draw a cantrip off the top of the deck, something to get started.
So one thing I'm thinking is, this might be sneak. Oh, this is probably just blue-red Delver then, based on play patterns. One thing in the... Okay, I've seen a mid-range version of Blue-Red Delver that has Stifle and AK, and the Mystic Sanctuary makes me think that because that's the list I saw. So what do you want to do against that stuff then?
I kind of like moving here. I think.
Right.
So we... I'm just thinking this through. Yeah, we go...
I think we can make a pass the turn pile essentially, right?
If we're doing, I kind of like, if we're passing the turn, I don't mind just like Cabal Therapy on Force of Will to lead off or something like that.
So do you want
to?
Yeah. So you want to go Petal Therapy for Force and see what's going on, then decide what to do.
That's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen a version of this deck that has...
worth noting, we can, depending on how things go, you can actually generate a mana by dazing to bounce your land and replay it.
Oh, cool. Oratart, thank you for the raid. Hope you did well in your Gen Con Vintage Prelim. I saw you were playing that. That was a stacked Prelim. It had like Luis, Honorog, who never works. I assume I just insta-daze this. 4-0? Congrats. I assume that it...
Yeah, I would insta-daze this and name Force of Will.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because it also lets us replay our land, which is kind of sick.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Daze is a powerful magic card.
Oh, you beat Caleb? Caleb was playing the Riddlesmith Bizarre Hybrid deck, if you saw that, Ari. I think I showed it to you, probably.
That deck's pretty sweet, yeah.
Okay, so this is the hybridized Delver deck I was talking about that has Mystic
we
Sanctuary.
have Go now, so it's over, right?
Okay, so talk me through it.
So you are going to go play Underground Sea.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to tap Underground Sea to cast Dark Ritual.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to play Lion's Eye Diamond.
Yep.
And you are going to cast Doomsday.
Okay. I do not need to crack this, obviously, because we need the cantrip.
You actively do not want to do that.
Okay. So, 5 cards. This has to be one of them.
Let me just double check all my math. So we have an access to 4 total mana. So yeah, Thassa's Oracle is going to be one of them. Predict is going to be one of them. We can go through the Unearth. I think that saves us a mana just to be safe.
We don't need to be safe though, right? We know their hand.
That. Yeah. Okay. So we can. Yeah, it's all fine. It doesn't matter a ton. And then you can get like Edge of Autumn and Streak. It really doesn't matter what the remaining cards are, I believe, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna ponder, sack LED in response. Predict is gonna target yourself. You're gonna mill your Thassa's Oracle, and then you're gonna unearth it.
Okay, so I can click done here, right?
No, sorry, don't do this. You need to replace one of those 2 cards with a Lotus Petal. There we go. It's not the mana; it's actually the color of mana.
Sure. Oh, because it's a total
Street Wraith with Lotus Petal.
Okay, got it. Yep. People pointed that out in the chat. Good call. Otherwise, that would have been disastrous.
Yeah, and
Okay, now I have to put them on top. So,
You can put Edge of Autumn at the bottom,
okay.
and then you put Edge of Autumn at the bottom,
Yep.
and then you go Unearth Lotus Petal in either order.
Unearth, Lotus Petal. Oh,
And then Oracle.
Oracle, then predict on top, and then just
Yeah.
put Ponder on the stack in response,
Yep, exactly.
crack LED, and then predict
Yep.
myself naming Thassa's Oracle.
Hold control Jarvis.
Oh, yeah. This is the hard part of the deck.
Yeah.
So I have to make 3 blue, right?
Yeah, you make 3 blue because you have to cast the predict. Do not shuffle Jarvis.
I think it forces you to manually reorder. I'm not sure. All right.
Please have done this in the right order. Yeah. Okay. Congratulations, the dooms have happened.
Yeah, this is the most stressful part of the deck.
Because it doesn't matter. That's really why. It was just like, this is an arbitrary card that could be in this attack, and then I don't want to think about where it goes.
Noble Shoots probably can come up with some scenario where it does matter, and then we'll have to reconsider. But that's
well,
okay.
we have perfect info, so it doesn't matter a ton.
Yep.
I also like going through the Unearth here in case our opponent doesn't know what's going on, and then you get them with like them bringing in weird graveyard hate. Yeah, I like all those cards. Sure. I don't know if we're really going to be fighting in that direction. Do you want Rebs in this matchup?
Probably they're blue-red, so like their primary axis is to fight us with. Well, the question is.
Here we go. I'm just trying to find a list that has.
The question is, what am I allowed to side out, as well? Yeah, they have literal counterspell in their deck, so I probably do want all of the Rebs. The question is, what am I allowed to take out, I think?
You can cut Lim-Dul's Vault. It's not doing anything.
I question these Baleful Strixes.
No, those are probably good here, right? It just like forces your opponent into an interactive game.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
don't believe you need Street Wraith and Edge of Autumn. Ooh, we have a side out LED. That's fair. We're boarding in mana. My guess would be that you would like to cut. Is Flusterstorm really even good here? I don't love.
It's good versus blasts, but we have a lot of cards that are good versus blasts. Side out Strix.
Doomsday is good versus blast. Like I don't really care. Like I don't want to fight over their blast. I mean, it's like a way to counter their counter, but like I don't mind firing it off. We could probably trim a Daze if we're boarding in Flusterstorm.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I think Fluster is good because they're likely to have blasts, but maybe that's not actually what... The thing is, I think that their deck might also have Stifle. And, like, if you don't have Fluster in your deck versus Stifle deck, sometimes things can get really, really annoying.
Okay, sure. That's fine.
What if we side out some discard instead of... Like, just side out Duress Thoughtseize for these, like, reactive...
You can cut Thoughtseize. I don't think Thoughtseize does anything good here. We have 20-some seconds, so choose wisely, Jarvis.
Okay.
That's Street Wraith.
One card, 2 cards left to cut. Is Carpet actually good?
Probably. They have Mystic Sanctuary. Cut a land because you brought in the freaking thing.
Shit. No, I don't have time.
Island. You could have
No.
yeah, sure, whatever.
Or whatever. I didn't want to time out.
That's fine. You might also be able to trim a Dark Grit. I guess that's kind of sketchy because they're going to be attacking your sources. Did we submit?
Yeah.
Just flagged?
Yeah, it always lags when you submit. Alright. I assume this is the hand we're supposed to keep. And,
that's fair. A point was made. Yeah, this hand looks fine. A point was made that their deck probably doesn't play a ton of Wasteland.
Once you see Mystic Sanctuary, it's unlikely, but that could have just been their one Sanctuary, right?
Yeah. So here, I'm inclined to Preordain before I Ponder. Just because that sets up the like most value immediate ponder where you like ponder fetch or whatever.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah, I would like to lead on anything but that first because I absolutely don't want my card to Flowers Daze.
Yeah, I also don't want to walk into Stifle if I can help it. I mean, I might have to pull the trigger on that this game.
You just play UC and then you play Preordain.
Yeah.
This is pretty straightforward.
I agree. If we get wasted, so be it. That's fine. Like whatever we do.
We have a bunch of lanes.
Oops. Okay, that's fine.
Perfect. And because we have the Edge of Autumn in hand, we don't need to be conservative with our cantrips the way you sometimes have. Like, that's the hardest part of Doomsday, is that you have to sometimes, like, know when to cantrip and when not to cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, because you need it, a cantrip is like a key part of starting the combo.
Yep.
But because we have Edge, we just have it all unlocked going forward. Like, we'll
Also,
be Edge as any other cantrip.
I was thinking about this. If our opponent wastes us, I'm definitely cycling my land. Yeah.
That's fair.
It's just like random get 'em. Should I just play the carpet now?
Probably okay. Use the Mire.
Oh, for Bayou. Mire for Bayou.
Yeah,
And if they stifle us, that's fine, right? Okay.
exactly. Yeah. I don't think if this carpet gets countered, you just don't even care. What does that add mana on our second main phase?
Yes, it's every. So let me tell you a lesson about this card in Leovold. Just choose to use it the first time, otherwise it will just re-trigger and give your opponent another card. Don't.
Oh, that's not.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Okay. Should I even ponder this turn?
What?
Should I ponder this turn? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't. Like the way this game is going to play out, you're approaching the point where your carpet mana will let you just cast Force of Will for mana, and you don't have anything going on, so you want to ponder and like figure out what you want to do. That's totally fun.
All right, they're down to 3 cards.
What the ponder is if we're like trying to pair it with a shuffle next turn, but I don't think there's a lot of combinations of cards where you like would keep a single card, but like not really like the second card would crush things. Like any card you're keeping is gonna be really good. I don't know. It'd have to be something weird like Brainstorm lane. Come on.
This is Narset or Ethereal Forager. Might be Ethereal Forager if you know what that card is. Oh, what the? Oh my god, that's actually a nightmare.
Yeah, that's extremely rude. Okay, continue.
All right.
If we just natural the Thassa's Oracle, we can just cast Doomsday and then cast the Oracle. Look at the exiled cards.
I know. I was popping that out because if the Oracle's gone, we might as well just scoop. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, this at least pressures that.
It does. Hold up. We're yeah, sure, we add blue. I'm just thinking.
I have no red card, or I have no green cards in my deck besides Veil, really?
Yeah, it's fine. This is fine.
Alan says we should have cast Edge of Autumn while the casting was good. Probably not.
We should have sacrificed it. We can sacrifice the Polluted Delta to Edge of Autumn.
Do you want to do that?
No. I don't want to do that yet. But eventually.
I don't want to expose his red source, kind of, right?
That's fine. I don't care about that. We have carpet. Like we're gonna be able to why did we do that? Why did we play our lanes that doesn't do anything? We should have played the bad lanes. Exposing the red source is fine. We have carpet of flowers. We can just select
fair.
red.
That's fair. Okay, our Thassa's Oracle is still in the deck.
Good. Doing okay. Our opponent just doesn't have cards. They have 2 cards.
We might actually beat them down with this Strix, I think, at some point.
Define them. Like, are we talking their Planeswalker?
Well, we're certainly beating down their Planeswalker first.
Yes, Jarvis. But why would you choose no?
Because you can choose it second main. I'm certainly beating this down first, I think.
Oh yes, you want that card no longer on the battlefield.
Yeah.
This is an
If
extra
possible.
Plague Jarvis. Why did we click twice?
Does my opponent know any of their card? Oh, I suppose this makes sense actually.
So they get back.
They're getting back Ponder. Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
I would have actually been more scared if they got back Reb. I think, right?
No, you're definitely more scared about Ponder because their hand doesn't do anything, and they need to get somewhere. How many Mystic Sanctuaries do these decks play? 2?
I would
1?
guess only one, but it's hard to tell because they've. Well,
I might have cycled this Edge of Autumn in response and just seen if I hit a counter for that Ponder.
Do we care about anything that? I mean,
it's just card. Like they could, like it's the closest way for them to get 2 things. Like you could also, I don't like they could draw Bolt our Strix, and then their Ashiok's kind of more permanent. Whereas if we like cycled into, they're milling us still. Wow. Is this our only Strix, by the way? Okay, so we don't have a Predict.
This is our only Strix, yes.
I would cycle Edge of Autumn in response. Hold up. Why don't we just? Oh, we don't have blue.
No, we don't have blue. So I'm going to
cycle that in response. Yeah. I was gonna say if we had blue.
Ritual.
That's gone. Get that out of here. I don't want anything to do with that card existing in this game right now.
I agree. We cannot Ritual Force because we don't have a second blue because Ashiok cut off our Polluted Delta.
Yeah, we could have.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Okay, that's fine. New plan.
For what it's worth, this is not a common card for this deck to have.
I mean, Narset would have been just as annoying, potentially more. I do think we have to attack the Ashiok though this turn.
I agree. If they block, that's fine. If they don't block, that's sort of fine. I guess things are like what?
Well, last.
We have Rebs in our deck. That's what they mean, I think. That's not a Reb. Do you think they'll block?
I hope they don't. Where did they scry?
Hold on.
Whoa.
Both bottom.
And they didn't block?
Oh, that's weird.
Love it.
I have all of the Rebs left still. I think they should have traded.
There's a Pyro in the...
Oh, there's one. There's one. Okay, so...
Yeah.
But we have 4 total? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, that no block is just shocking to me.
Yeah, I mean, like, our deck literally doesn't function with Ashiok on the board, right?
That's not true, Darks. I told you how it functions. You just need to draw a Thassa's Oracle and a Doomsday, and then you win the game.
Oh, inverter style is what you're saying.
Yes. Come on, Jarvis. Get with it.
I hope I don't draw a land. Or a carpet.
Brainstorm. Did they shuffle or no?
They did not shuffle.
That's pretty bad for us. So you just pass.
Yeah. I'm obviously not attacking. There's literally no reason.
This is a disaster. Whenever they ponder and then don't use their fetch and then draw another card, like
It was just another ponder, right?
well, that itself is the disaster. That's like 18 cards they get to see.
18? It's like 6.
It's like a sum of sums because they ponder and then they can see a cantrip. It's 18.
Your math
Did they
is question.
by the way?
They did not shuffle, but I'm blocking, so.
Blocking. We have no other legal options.
That's not true. The other option's not block, but
No, that's certainly not legal by the game rules.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it costs 2. So it's
Yeah, we're on a 3-turn clock.
Do I want to save it or do I just want to blast this?
I believe you would like to blast it. I'm just trying to think of what the correct time to do so is. It's probably with the Carpet of Flowers mana in your pool.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Love it.
You've drawn a lot of dark rituals.
Yeah, I was gonna say we probably could have shaved one because we're just playing a weird attrition game.
Okay, they have a second Sanctuary in their deck. I'm pretty
That's
sure
fine.
2 is the max, but obviously I'm like, it might be more than 2. Also,
I think all they're doing is they just put the fetch so that their top part, like if their fetch line just turned into a Sensei's top activation. It's really all it was. This isn't
Yeah.
like a big-
I'm sort of getting the impression our opponent doesn't actually play Wasteland in their deck.
Shuffle their library. Deets.
Okay.
We are in position to draw Brainstorm. Yeah, we do want to play that lane because we have enough garbage to
Yep.
Brainstorm away anyways.
We have all these dark rituals we can put back into our deck.
Yeah. It sucks that we have more cantrips than they do, and we just haven't drawn them.
Well, they've spent 2 land drop or 2 like draw steps redrawing cantrips.
There we go. Make
Alright.
some blue mana.
7 blue floating. I'm gonna bottom the carpet, keep the.
Bottom carpet, the top Preordain. Yeah.
We're just spamming now.
Yeah, this is.
Okay.
You know, we've. Carpet of Flowers. Yeah, we want Doomsday. I'm just thinking through what goes. I think we just want to. Like, I don't see a reason to not gun it. Basically, is my point.
So the reason to not gun it is if we wait for a blast or a veil, we're protected from a hardcast force. That's like
Yeah, but,
basically
like,
it.
I think that we have less things that protect us from a hardcast force in our deck than they have things that add to that hardcast force.
Because of force of negation as well being a factor, right?
They just like they had literal factual counterspell in their deck.
Oh, sure. Okay.
We just it does not get better if we wait. We just
Am I supposed to
we just put
ritual?
this part in the stack.
No,
Oh,
I've-
we should use our fetches. Hold up. We should think about fetching first. 7. We want to use both of our fetches first, just so that we have access to the maximum amount of mana next
So
turn. If we use either fetch, we're going to 6 on this Doomsday, which I don't think changes anything regardless.
Okay.
So I think that we just want to use both fetches.
All right. I'm just getting 2 more duels, I guess, right? Oh, shoot. All right.
We only have one more?
Yeah, we only have 1 more land, so I guess I'm not.
That's fine. We don't have to fetch the other one then.
Well, it's this also plays around double bolt, incidentally, which is maybe
Don't
some.
you lose half your life rounded up?
Oh, is it rounded up? Okay.
Put a land in the pile. Oh, wow.
Well, what I mean,
we don't have a land to put in the pile is the unfortunate
we have a
part.
Cavern of Souls, which we're definitely getting, I think, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, Doomsday. And let's see where this goes.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is in the pile.
Boss's Orc is in the pile.
This is in the pile.
Cavern's in the pile. I believe we probably want to put Predict in the... Oh, we don't have Predict.
No, Predict
Right.
got exiled from that. We could just put like. We could go like edge. I don't know. Wait, how much defense do you think we need? Is the question, right?
Piece and a half. I don't think we need a ton.
So-
So we draw to 4, brainstorm to 3. So we need to be able to. We need another cantrip in the pile.
Okay. Does it matter which
Okay.
one?
Edge is probably the best one. We want brainstorm in the pile for sure, though.
Edge, brainstorm. So one more card, probably like.
Do we have a Duress in our deck?
We have a Cabal Therapy. We have
I don't want a Cabal Therapy. I would not mind a Pyroblast, I think.
Okay.
Right, that covers all of the things. I don't like Veil messes with our math too much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 cards: Brainstorm, Cavern, Pyroblast, Thoughtseize Oracle, Edge of Autumn.
Yeah, I'm just thinking this through. So we'll brainstorm and we'll be able to see every card in our deck except for one. No, we'll brainstorm. We'll put the edge up, so the stack will be edge on top.
Yep.
Brainstorm second. We'll brainstorm into the last 3 cards in our deck, and then we'll have the hand of 2 interactive spells plus a Thassa.
Okay, so I'm hitting okay.
Yeah.
I'm hitting.
We're good.
Okay, I'm putting Oracle on the bottom.
Sure.
And then.
Don't put Oracle on bottom if it's not too late.
Oh, it's. Can I control Z? Yes, I can control Z that for God knows what reason.
So you should put one of the interactive spells on the bottom. That way, if your brainstorm gets countered, you have less dead air until the point that you get to cast the Oracle. So
Okay.
you should go. So the stack should be probably Pyroblast on bottom.
Okay.
So it should go Blast. Oh no, shoot. Let me think this through. The Blast should be right below the Brainstorm. So it should be Cavern on bottom, then Thassa's Oracle, then Pyroblast, then Brainstorm, then Edge of Autumn on top.
Okay. All right.
There we go.
Let's see if we get double bolted, and if we do, good beats.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they only have 1 card in hand. Like, what's Control Z when you put a card back into your deck is in fact a new feature.
Alan, I think our plan is to cast Cavern Thassa's Oracle with 0 cards.
Yeah, you were gonna, we'll have 2 in deck, but it's I don't. Yeah, actually, Alan was right. Bolt is the scariest piece of interaction.
But I'm supposed to go this turn, right?
You're supposed to cast Brainstorm and see what happens, for sure.
Well, I have Edge on top, so...
Well, you sack the fetch land. Like, that's... whatever. That's out of the way. Yeah, Ellen, I think you might have been right. I think we might have wanted Force of Will, because we just have 8 billion mana. That was the thing I forgot about. Why are we adding mana? No, sack the Polluted Delta.
Oh, right. Okay. Pyroblast beats Stifle, that's what it is. That's
Force of Will would also do that. You could literally just click all the blue mana in your pool and cast Force of Will. Yeah, we're casting Brainstorm, that's a good. Okay, so we just put back Ritual.
So, do we wait 2 turns then? Probably not.
I'm fine with going for it. I think we lose too much equity not going for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but... I'll let you sweat it.
So we're racing 2 draw steps being at 6 versus...
It's... yeah.
I think we can wait, actually, but I'm not 100%.
Okay.
Like,
So let's wait.
it also sort of looks like they took out bolts from their deck, right?
Oh, so then why didn't we go for it?
No, because you could still lose to Blast. They just let it resolve, then blast it with the trigger on the stack.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So the thing we actually have to worry about is... No, we still lose to Blast, right? Like, if we wait here 2 turns, we don't lose to...
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I think that's correct, because they're not literally... They're literally doing nothing, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of draws that make them not do nothing.
I mean, we lose to a second Ashiok. I'm okay with that, though.
Yeah, whatever. If your opponent put 2 Ashioks in their deck, who cares? Okay, we're gonna win the game. That Charmander is a slower clock than our library, so everything's fine.
I'm gonna click no because I'm like just scared that I'll accidentally misclick.
What would you misclick?
I don't know. Like, accidentally click on floating mana that's not the Cavern mana?
That's fair. Moto just auto plays your Oracle off the wrong.
Yeah, you know, like, it used to do that with Workshop like, versus Cavern. You remember that?
Yeah, that's fair. It's over.
If they... Well, I should un-F6 because of Stifle. That's right. Okay! We bumbled our way through the first game. Match, rather. The first game was, like, kind of easy, I think. This one was, like...
Well, the first game was not a bumble. That was just a... Yeah, that was cool. Okay, this whole, like, having your thing get Pyroblast is not in my wheelhouse of Doomsday. So that's in the book.
Well, so, no...
Alan, we had all the rituals. We could just, like, make a billion mana after. But yes, I agree.
That's a little... This deck is a little bit more stressful than I'm used to in Legacy. Most of the time... Well, to be fair, like... When traveling...
It's just stressful.
The part where you have to, like... Wait out your library is kind of stressful.
Well, we should have done better and not have that be the thing that happened. I think if our card was not Pyroblast and was instead Force of Will, we would have just gone for it that time.
I feel like this username's familiar. I want to say Delver, but I don't... I'm not sure, obviously. Oh, nope, it's Black-Red Reanimator. No, it's Black-Red Goblins. It's Goblins. Okay. This hand seems good versus Goblins, in my opinion.
This hand just seems fine, yeah. I guess it's especially good because we start with a basic. The lands are still snow-covered, aren't they?
Alright, good night, Neville Shoot.
That's related, it's still legal? No.
It is illegal.
Oh. Why?
Wait, what the heck? Oh, it was lagging a little bit. I vote Goblin Wacky.
Let me look what else there is.
Aether Vial and Chain Roller.
Okay, yeah, I would select Goblin Wacky.
Right. What? They're not even playing Snow-Covered Mountain? I guess you sort of respect that, actually.
Yeah, once you play the Wacky or the Aether Vial, you're not pulling one past your opponent.
That's not good anymore. Probably just Island Strix.
Jarvis, any more? When was that good? They have a Cavern in their hand.
What?
Yeah, Island Strix.
Hope to brainstorm into Doomsday, I guess?
Yeah, we have the Oracle in hand, which I think makes some of our stacks a little more, like, flexible. Like, we can, if we have the mana, we can, like, Wraith, Edge, like, any other way to get a card out of our deck.
Alright, so if they port our blue source, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to brainstorm? Okay, but they went for that, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think we need to... I would cast Ponder instead of Brainstorm.
Just in the off chance we got, like, yeah, like this happens.
Well, no, actually the reason we would do that is because, well, first of all, yeah, Ponder is obviously better than Brainstorm without a natural shuffle.
Yeah.
But Brainstorm is better against Port because it can be cast in response to activation. And also Brainstorm is just a better card than the combo killing, so just shuffle it up.
Yeah,
Do not attack. Whatever you do not attack.
I agree. Because a lackey is, like, disastrous for us. And, like, frankly, our deck does not matter. Dealing them 1 damage is completely irrelevant to our game plan. Okay.
Also, what round did we play in PT Dom? Was it one of the 18 million rounds I lost in the constructed portion? Or did you defeat me with Multani? Ah, last round day 1, yes. One of the 18 million rounds of constructed I lost. That was not good. It was tough. I did not test enough red black. Yeah, we want to brainstorm because we have the shuffle effect anyway, so. Okay.
So, neat play we can do next turn. Assuming they port our swamp next turn, we can brainstorm. Oh no, that doesn't work. Never mind.
Why would we brainstorm when we can live with Vault?
Yeah, never mind.
What we can do is we can daze our own spell to get an extra blue source.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, but I'm not.
So we put back. Let me think about this 1 second. Oracle in hand is kind of cool because we can just sack LED to bin it and then like cantrip into an Unearth.
Yeah.
What if I want a Daze in the hand?
I could just put back one of these rituals, I think, right?
That's probably fine.
I mean, like, we're redrawing this one
Yeah, no,
anyways.
you're right. You're fine.
Yeah. I don't think it matters too much.
And then I think we still don't attack because it forces them to chain over.
Yep,
to
exactly.
the strokes. Yeah. Show me what you got.
No, they were just running the right souls. We call that the right souls in the business.
Okay.
What?
There's a clock on Moto in real life. Yeah, we're gonna vault in response to the
to port activation. Yeah. Our thing's gonna die. That's fine. So we're really just looking for a black source with our Lim-Dul's vault. Oh, they matroned for Muxus.
That's fine. Nothing's happening. Oh, they can play the Muxus this turn? Whatever. I ain't afraid. We got a blocker. It blocks the Muxus. It's fine. Yeah?
Yes, I have seen the they hit an munitions expert and jump palm, so we're not blocking, but we also kill them on our turn, I think, right?
Extremely easily.
Okay.
I want to think through the most killingest way to win the game.
Alright. I'm just gonna draw the ritual.
Yeah. So I would like to float a blue to start this entire chain.
Okay.
Cast ritual.
Casting ritual.
Cast another ritual.
Cast another ritual.
I want to cast the third ritual, hold priority, daze our own ritual.
Okay. Paying a black, I assume.
Yeah.
So this is like a weird Manamorphose, essentially.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes. Okay. Play the ridge, or play the island.
Island.
Play Doomsday. Okay, how do we want to proceed to the end step here?
Can I just cycle, or I need a second blue source?
No, you have to, because your island is floating.
Yeah.
You can just get, like, Predict, Unearth, put the Thassa Oracle on top with, you know the stack. You want, like, Predict, Edge, Street Wraith, Unearth, Predict, Edge, Street Wraith, Unearth, Lotus Petal. We have, like, a million mana, so it doesn't really matter.
Does it matter what my last card is? I don't think it actually does.
Wait, do you have the Predict highlighted, Jarvis?
Oh, no, I don't. Alright, there we go.
Predict and Unearth are the two important ones. Yeah, this is fine.
Okay. Does the order matter?
The Unearth, let me just make sure that I'm doing the math right. So we're going to draw a card 4 off Brainstorm. Predict will go 3 deeper to 1. So we can't cycle both Edge and Street Wraith. I just put the Street Wraith now. Put the Lotus Petal last. Or no, don't put the Lotus. Put the Unearth last. And put the Predict first. Like Unearth, Street Wraith, Lotus Petal, Edge, Predict. Then we Brainstorm. Put Thassa's Oracle on top of her deck. Near the Lim-Dul's Vault goes.
Thassa's Oracle.
Yep, that goes on top. And then we Petal, and then we predict ourselves naming Thassa's Oracle. and then we cycle the edge of autumn. Cycle till the edge of autumn.
Doesn't matter which one I cycle, right?
Don't pay life. You know, eight's more than 6, Jarvis.
All right, Ari. Yeah, it kind of doesn't matter, I think, overall. Which one, as long as we brainstorm into the predict.
Yep.
All right, so they're likely to have blasts.
I would deliberately not put LED into my stack, so I just couldn't screw it up.
They have they usually have blast post board for what it's worth.
That's fine.
It was garbage time 5 minutes ago. It is. That's true.
I'm gonna look to see if they tend to have any interaction of any kind. That's Mindbreak Trap and Chalice potentially.
Well, so
I'm not horribly opposed to Chalice. Is like not really super annoying. I don't think that like our counter spells are not very good in this matchup, right? Because they just have like caverns and piles. So I would cut some mix of them. I don't think you want to cut like all Dazes. You want to cut like, I don't know, some mishmash. But like the only cards on our side where we actually want are the 2 Abrupt Decays, right? And probably just the Bayou because it taps for mana.
Yep. I don't think any of the other cards actually do anything, right?
Yeah, like I would cut a Force into it. Or did you already? Was it
I shaved 2 Dazes.
We warded in 3 cards.
The last card that was cut was the main deck Pyroblast.
Right. Yes. They do not. Cool. Oh yeah. On the draw, I want the forces. On the play, I think I would split the Daze and the force cut.
Sure.
You can Daze the pile on one.
Yeah, but here this is clearly better on the draw, I think. Right.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. This deck is not difficult. It's unforgiving. The difficult deck is the one that, if you are trying to cast Tendrils of Agony off Doomsday, that's the difficult one. But if you're not trying to do that, it's all fairly easy. Massacre to hard cast, I don't think that beats lots of problems.
It doesn't beat this iteration of Goblins. If you do that, you're just like playing an awkward sweeper versus a deck that's designed to beat sweepers already. So
exactly.
That's what I would call strategic mismatch. Like,
Strategic planning?
Yeah. Like, think about how good the historic deck is versus sweepers, and this deck is just much better versus sweepers because of Aether Vial too. The minute you see a Vial tick up to 6, you know you're fucked. Like, it's just over.
Spoiler, I've been playing some modern Goblins, and there have been a lot of Vials on 5. I had a game where I ticked Vial to 5 on my upkeep, activated it in my upkeep, and then found something with a Bogart Hardbringer trigger.
Okay, so serious question, am I supposed to keep this? You see what I'm saying, right?
I do?
Like, I don't know the answer, is what I'm also saying.
Huh.
By the way, they kept on 7. I don't know if that changed anything. Alright, person whose list I copied said they would keep. Got it.
I was leaning I would keep as well, but mostly for the show. But continue.
But I think it's just an actually good... Like, if you draw any island, you're protected from Mindbreak Trap, most likely, as well.
Yeah, true.
So, well, assuming they tap out. Obviously, if they don't tap out, then we can't Mindbreak. But if we draw a land, we could just go, like, land, Preordain, Petal, go, and then play around Mindbreak Trap that way, right?
The Daze plays around mine. Yes.
No, not if they don't tap out, right?
We're gonna play Goblin Lackey.
Does this do anything? It names like Street Wraith or...
Yeah, it locks Street Wraith and Edge or a fetch land. I really hope they just go Polluted Delta.
No, Ari, please, come on. Why? Why? Ari, we're good. Oh my god. Why would you... Okay, alright. Avoided.
I'm just gonna... my advice is honestly, you should just Doomsday past the turn, and then we have to think about what the final is.
Alright. So we're not playing around Trap then, right?
No.
Okay.
We don't have time for such niceties.
Alright. Yeah, if you have it, you have it.
Win with no permanence, die with no permanence. Okay. That's fine. But you don't have lands. Lotus Petal and land are the same card. They actually should have saved that so they could shuffle our stack. Just let Doomsday resolve, exile Doomsday, give you a nice little shuffle there.
Alright, so it's a little bit harder now, I think, but walk me through what you're thinking.
So our stack is going to want to have a land.
Yep.
We're going to want some cyclers because we're going to, an LED. So land, LED, cyclers is a must. Or land, LED, cycler, I believe is a must.
So which land?
I'm thinking. Because we need to be able to, I guess, they have surgical in their deck though. Hold up, let me just think. The question is, how much do you want to play around a second surgical?
As much as possible. I don't want to like try to unearth and lose the surgical.
Okay. The thing is that we can't, like, I think we have to choose whether we want to play around Red Blast. I guess Red Blast hits our Brainstorm regardless because we have Daze. So I think we're more insulated against Red Blast than we are surgical. So we should play as if they have a surgical. So you should go for an Oracle kill. So basically the guarantee is that we're going to draw to 4 cards. One of it, it's going to be, I'm pretty sure we want Basic Island.
Basic Island?
Yeah, click that for now. So we draw to 4 cards. We're going to cast Brainstorm. Brainstorm will end up with, we'll end up with 3 cards after the Brainstorm.
Mm-hmm.
We need LED and a Cycler in those cards.
Yep.
I think Street Wraith is better than Edge of Autumn.
I just clicked both for now, but...
Yeah. So we'll have 3 cards in deck, which will be Thassa's Oracle, Unknown card, and we'll be able to post Brainstorm. We'll cycle in response, we'll go to 2 cards, and then we can cantrip into Thassa's Oracle and cast Oracle with 0 cards.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe that we want both free cantrips. Or, yeah, both free cantrips. I don't think it matters whether they're both free cantrips or not. I'm just trying to think this through. So we're going to have to discard. Okay, no, okay, so this is what we're going to do, Jarvis.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Do we have a single, a piece of interaction that costs a single blue?
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't. I could just get the force, though.
That doesn't do it. So what's going to happen is we're going to have an LED activation on the stack and 2 cycles in response to 2 cycles, and we'll be drawing the last 2 cards of our deck, one of which is Thassa's Oracle, and then one of which has to be a protection spell, and we won't have a land.
Seems kind of awkward.
Maybe... Oh, no, this is... right, because the problem is that we... So the problem is that we'll have 0 mana at that point, and the LED is going to be all of our blue mana.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way to use a normal cantrip to go through this motion.
What happens if we get a second land?
That doesn't help us at all.
Okay.
I think that so we have Edge, Street Wraith, LED, and land right now.
Yep.
I think that we actually just want to put a, like, I don't want to say, see, the problem is that because we're using LED mana, I don't think we can,
So, Island, Force, UC, Cycle, Unearth is probably fine. Past 2 turns and have Force and Daze up. The problem with that is if they have a Rashad import, then you insta lose, right?
Yeah, I don't love that. I don't, in case they rip Thoughtseize, I have no respect for that. I think that we just,
Again, the question is, do you want to play around Red Blast or do you want to play around Surgical? I honestly think that if they have Surgical, we're kind of screwed regardless on this stack. I guess the Surgical doesn't. If we wanted to play around Surgical, or if we wanted to ignore Surgical, we would beat Red Blast. I don't know, Jarvis. What do you think?
Technically, from a mathematical perspective, they're more likely to have a Reb. But the question is, can we beat Port if we take a line that tries to beat Reb?
I think that if we get Underground Sea and Unearth instead of the basic island, that's probably doing it.
Alright, I'm gonna... So just don't get the LED then, right?
No, we want the LED. You need the LED. Just we don't want the island, I believe. I don't think the island does anything.
Wait, then how does this work?
What do you mean? Put the island back, and you have Underground Sea instead of island, and you have LED. So we have the same Brainstorm kill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is fine. Go with this.
Okay.
We can just say this is the most flexible, I think.
So Unearth on the bottom, I assume.
Yeah, and we don't have petals in our deck anymore because they Surgical or petals.
Yeah. So Unearth on bottom.
Yeah, we want the land on top, and we want after that we should go LED. It should go Unearth on bottom, then LED, and then bolts. No, sorry, not LED. We want one cycler, probably the edge of edge of autumn, and then LED, and then Street Wraith, and then Underground Sea on top.
All right, we'll see if I lose, but yeah, we could have. I mean, the land fetch thing could have happened, I suppose.
No,
but
you don't want to fetch after you. I don't think you. Even though I guess we're setting up with LED, but like, I don't think there's a way we would draw fetch, go to 3 cards in deck. I guess we would Brainstorm, pick them all up, and then be able to cycle. Problem is that if that doesn't play around anything though. The thing is, the extra card gives us a chance to like interact in some way.
all right, real question is, what happens if they just leave up mana to like Rapid Blast? What do we do?
Let me think this through. If they leave up, how many mana are they leaving up? 1 or 2?
I don't know. We'll find out in a second.
Are they trying to Surgical us right now?
I don't know. I mean, I think what might have happened, and I don't blame them, is they might have been just like, these people are taking too long. I'm going to go get a drink and come back. Is that fair?
They might also be looking for our exile cards to try and figure out what cards are in our deck.
Yeah, I've tried doing that before. It's really hard because you don't know how they sideboarded. I mean...
No, they've Surgical.
Sure. So you could do like the math and figure out exactly what's in the deck, right?
Yeah. The problem is that the more we sit around and play around things, I think the problem is that we expose ourselves to wasteland that way. So it just really depends what they do.
Okay. That is fair. If they do nothing, what do we do? Like, if they don't have a waste or a port... Like, suppose they just play Cavern named Goblins, say go. Then what do you want to do?
They don't do anything, you're saying?
Yeah.
Good question.
Obviously, we'll find out in like 45 seconds or whatever, you know, but I'm just saying, hypothetically, for those of you, for the viewers in the living room at home.
I don't think we need to do anything.
Exactly, but if that was part of our plan, I was wondering if we should have gotten 2 lands and just played it slow. I mean, I guess that plays into the problem you said, though, right? Then if they, like, peel things, then we might lose for no reason, right?
I think there's just, like, weird combinatorics if we just do nothing.
Okay.
Whereas if we do this, we're, like, limiting it to a single thing. Like, that other thing.
So, we're drawing Underground Sea this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were discussing Reb versus Surgical. Ryan MTG says, I'm not in the living room. Okay, you could be in your computer room.
Wait, why do we want Reb? For Mindbreak Trap, we're saying?
No, they might have Reb.
Oh, they might have Reb. Yes. Yes.
I think the only way we can beat that... Huh. Yes, they might have port. Wait, so what is our current plan then?
I wonder if we could. I actually think that there might have been a force of will, Cabal Therapy ourselves kind of line somewhere. Our current plan is to see what happens and make a decision on our turn.
Yep.
I think the only problem I have with what occurred here is that we are dead to Chalice of the Void. That's not a thing I had considered happening to us. We cannot beat Chalice of the Void.
So we're dead.
What?
And we're dead to this Chalice on 0.
Oh, on 0? No, we can beat a Chalice on 0. That's fine.
How? We only have 1 mana source in our deck. And how do we get the Thassa's Oracle into the graveyard?
Well, we have 5 cards in our hand and 5 cards in our deck, and that's more than 7.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, come on, Jarvis.
I did not consider that in this game that we're playing.
What, that wasn't in your range, Jarvis?
Oh, it's in my range. I just forgot this time.
Don't play your land.
I know. We have to go 2 more turns and discard the Thassa's Oracle, then draw the Unearth and cast Unearth on Thassa's Oracle, and then hope they have nothing, because then if they have something, we just literally lose, but that's okay. Right? You're okay just losing to that. Are we dead to the Power Driver before that, though?
No, they're 1 off right now. Yeah, go ahead.
So if they have War Chief, we die.
Oh, we actually might die because our cantrips are stacked in the wrong order. No, this is fine. If they literally have any goblin, literally any goblin, it's over.
Oh no, that's not good for our health then. So we're dead.
Yeah.
I think we could have beaten this somehow, actually, but that's the problem with this deck sometimes.
Yeah. Let me think about this.
Well, we're dead now, so I'm going to just go to the next one.
You can see we don't have a lot of clock, so
I know that's.
We got a big brain. I don't know if we could have beaten.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about Doshi. If we had just gone for like an all land pile, or like 2 lands, right?
Yeah, I guess if we had 2 lands, we wouldn't need to discard stuff. Yeah, I would want to Daze instead of a Force. I don't think you can Daze profitably just up the curve if they get like Vile or something. This is fun. Yeah, this is totally fun.
I think that game was definitely winnable. It's just I certainly don't have the experience, and Ari was trying to like big brain it, and then we failed to big brain it enough.
Yeah, I played around the wrong card. So Chalice.
Good evening, Feingersh. Look, all of the friends are here. And you know, if you like this deck, if you like Ari, follow me here, follow Ari on Twitter, and hit that sub button. Yeah, I really wanted to get more lands last game, but I don't know. That probably... No, it would have been fine versus the, Like, suppose we get Basic Island C, say, Force of Will.
The problem is that a lot of the lines that involve multiple lands don't kill the next turn, and
Yeah, I agree, but
and they kill like really awkwardly and slowly. Yeah, if they have waste or port, like the second land doesn't really help us. For what it's worth, if they chalice one, I think most of our stacks.
All right, well, does this kill next turn? Assuming nothing bad happens?
So if we go C, Dark Ritual, Doomsday, yeah, that's probably good enough. Do we lead on C? Hold on, let me think about if we lead on. We don't lead on C. We want to lead on either of the other lands because we can force will their first play if it's relevant.
Yep.
And then we can't want the blue land so we can't get wastelanded off. But
I'm snap keeping this hand, by the way.
yeah,
I think there's no world in which you mulligan this hand. If you want to mulligan this hand, this deck is probably not for you then.
Yeah, I understand that you play more control elements, but I don't think most of them really stop some of the layered stuff that Goblins does. Like,
I'm just gonna Badlands, Dark Rid, Doomsday, because this is our worst land. Because we literally don't have any red cards in our deck right now, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how we build a stack such that we're insulated against Chalice of the Void for 0 twice, but I mean, we need Brainstorm, we need Thassa's Oracle, those are givens. And we should be trying to not go through surgical, or not go in a way that lets us get surgical.
I agree. Yeah, exactly. You
So-
can't control them all. That's why sometimes it's okay to take a risk if it cuts a turn off, right?
Yeah.
Basically, you basically have to decide how many turns you're willing to give them versus how much you want to play around, right?
Yeah.
You can't mind break trap that one. Alright. This has to happen. And you say Brainstorm has to happen?
Yeah, Brainstorm is how we get to like a lethal consideration next turn. I think we need, or we,
So what happens if we put 2 petals in? Does that do it? Doesn't, right?
So we Brainstorm with 1 up. The problem with two petals doesn't beat like a wasteland. I think we just want the LED. And it predicts, right? Like just set up. No, this doesn't do it that way. So you Brainstorm, you cards. Yeah, if you just have predict and a cycler, I believe that. No, not predict. Hold on a second. Let me think. It's Brainstorm to, or so draw to 4, Brainstorm to 3, and then you have LED, and then you want to cycle. So I assume just like Edge Street Wraith.
What if we don't get LED? Do we need the LED? I guess if we want to kill this turn, we do, right?
Yeah, the question is...
The issue is, what if they just leave up Reb the entire game? Like, what if they go Reb plus, like, Chalice on 0? I don't know, like, what if you just get a land?
That's fair. Why not in a huge rush, I guess? The problem is that any land loses to port, right? I guess
We could just get a petal,
like,
right?
What?
We could just get a petal then, right?
That loses to the Chalice 0 then. Right.
Right. This is where a Cavern would actually be kind of good, I guess. Oh, no, Cavern wouldn't. Yeah, you can't play around everything, so we have to decide what we want to play around. I want to play around Surgical, for sure, but the rest is...
in the wash.
Yeah. What if we do get a fetch in the land?
That doesn't help us get mana next turn. I don't know if that matters. How are we stacking our cards then, right? Like putting a when do we draw the fetch? Like, are we exposing our C? Like that isn't something we want to do. And if we draw the fetch and they force us to fetch with a wasteland, like yeah. I want to be able to ignore wasteland and port because those are guaranteed 4-0s.
I think build something that allows you to pass one additional turn. You should be able to play around most things with it, force as a safety valve. So what would that look like if we pass exactly one turn?
I believe basic. I think we just go for an LED stack.
All right. Then I'm forcing any chalice, right?
Yeah, I think this is. So the only problem with this deck, I think you want Petal is better, or Petal is not better than LED. So we want Petal instead of LED. That's the pass the turn twice stat, because then we can force through like a. Actually, what is? We're gonna throw our whole deck, so we they can Pyroblast. So yeah, we want Petal instead of LED. We're passing the turn another time after this. Yeah. Okay. I'm okay with this.
Okay. So when are we casting this Brainstorm, actually? Because that eats up a blue and doesn't play around waste.
We can cast it... that's true.
Then I should just not even get a Brainstorm, right?
You can daze your own Brainstorm to save your land.
Okay. Alright, I'm going with this then. Final answer?
This is fine.
Alright. So, Brainstorm on top?
Yeah.
Then what? Does it matter?
I don't think it matters a ton.
Alright, I'm gonna put Brainstorm on top, Cyclers underneath that. Then.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead. You want... That's fine. That's totally fine, yeah.
I also just don't want a timeout, which is obviously an issue.
It's not going to take 4 minutes to kill our opponent, Jarvis. Oh gosh.
This is why I can't play this deck by myself. I just like... I remember a few months ago, pre-COVID, I watched Edgar try to play this deck, and he also would like make small mistakes that got him killed. So...
Yeah, this deck is slightly bigger brain.
Than you were anticipating?
It's just slightly big brain, yeah. That's what we're here for, then.
Yeah, I'd play faster by myself in bowling, but then I would just lose more. That doesn't really help the problem. Yeah, the issue is I am not big-brained enough for this.
I think the point of this deck is not that you are currently big brain, it's supposed to expand your brain.
Alright, so the plan is to say C go next turn, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because then if they waste me, I can Brainstorm, Daze my Brainstorm. Float a black from Badlands, right?
We can also play around port by like dazing our own Petal to replay the C too.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah. You play Doomsday a few times in a row if you're afraid of the unlimited power. Fair enough. Alright, now the question is... We have to force a Chalice on 0. So if they have Chalice on 0, Blast, we lose, but that's okay. I think we accepted losing to that.
Yeah, I think if they have Chalice on 0,
I think we're supposed to just like hang out for a while.
What's your plan if they chalice on 0? We can't literally cast this Thassa's Oracle.
Well, no, we force it, but then we just hang out.
Okay, I see. Yeah, then it kind of sucks. Like, then the question is... no, opponent is Goblins. It's a post-board game, so they have Chalice and Surgical in their deck that we've seen. Island, Predict, Unearth, Oracle, Petal. Draw Island, play Island, pass. Predict, Unearth.
What if they just... Oh, you're saying like in a million turns you eventually... Oh, I see. You can predict Unearth and that. Gotcha. Jarvis is just done.
No, I had to turn on my light. It's getting dark here. You know how it is.
I thought it was evening.
Well, we're waiting for our opponent to come back, but I'm not conceding this league until we're done with 5 matches. So we're not conceding in the league, period.
Well, that's what we won round 1.
I know, exactly. We might win this round, who can say? We just don't know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
You like our chances? Based on what? Our opponent mulling to 6?
That's true.
Is there a scenario where you're ever supposed to Doomsday for Doomsday? Like, this is probably not the matchup for it, but...
I have, but, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like kind of a mess all around.
I'm just gonna keep making this noise until our opponent makes a play.
Yeah. I mean, finding a clip is nice. I'm not clicking on the clip right now. It would be better if you just told me what the scenario was. I think our opponent got bored of us. I mean, the problem is... Surgical your own Doomsdays to shrink the pile. Well,
this is extremely large-brained.
Inverting your own inverters is different because that's just like combat damage being lethal. And that like happened quite a bit playing that deck when I played it. Like you...
I have to... I'm currently observing this surgical our own thing. Okay, cool. So... Oh, I see. Oh gosh. Oh wow, this is huge brain. Oh wow. This isn't just Doomsday for Doomsday. It's Doomsday for 3 more Doomsdays. So that you get all the Doomsdays out of your deck, and then you Thassa's Oracle. Then you have 2 cards. And that's it!
Oh, it's Monkeys Can't Cry, I see. Although this current version has no surgicals in the 75, so you can't do that.
Surgical in your sideboard.
Oh wait, do we?
Yes!
Oh! Yeah, but I'm not supposed to side it in this matchup.
Yeah.
Oh wait, for what it's worth, I remember playing against Monkeys Can't Cry when I was playing Underworld Breach. So there were 4 Brain Freezes in my deck, and they were playing Doomsday. And I figured out that if I was just acted like I was the control deck, they could almost never win.
Yeah.
Like, they just couldn't win. Like, think about it. I also had Orm's Chant in my deck, which probably helped, right? Are you just clicking on this clip over and over and cackling?
Maybe.
Classic Ari.
Our opponent's lack of game actions is concerning.
Well, they probably are looking at her entire exile, just like you said. I don't know. Kind of hope they just waste this Badlands.
That would make our life very easy.
Would it?
Yeah, the game would just be over.
Are we going to play around Mind Rick Trap? Yeah, that's the plan. We don't even have like 3 spells we can cast left in our deck. Right? Actually, I guess we could technically cast 3 spells, but that would also cause us to die.
Yeah, I'd advise against that.
By the way, your mic is like crackling a little bit.
Mine?
Yeah.
Is that better?
No.
Yes, no.
No, not really.
No.
But
Why is it? Hold, please. 1, 2. The right one? Dead.
That's much better. I don't know what you did.
Was back to bad?
It's back to bad now, yeah.
Okay, my nice mic is out. It's janky laptop mic away.
Oh, so your external mic is like your headphone mic has crackling, I guess?
No, well, I have a standalone mic, but it probably was just positioned weirdly, and I didn't have it tuned right. It was the whole thing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I don't demand maximum audio quality, but it is like noticeable. Like if it was like half the volume, I probably just would leave it be.
Okay, well, they passed, so...
So C go, right? We literally can't do anything, remember? Our deck is Petal, Cycler, Oracle.
Yeah, I think C go is fine. I was just, like, sitting here pondering my life whether I even wanted to play this C, but it's fine.
So we brainstorm down to 3 cards in deck essentially.
Well, yeah, we have to cast Brainstorm right here.
Yep, because our blue manas are our bottleneck.
Yeah. Yep. Our brain was only medium this game.
No, we're not. We're not monkeys. Can't cry.
That's such a good clip.
So they're gonna name Street Wraith then, right? But I think I just don't care about that.
Yeah, I do not think you care about that card. That's fine. Like, you shouldn't force that.
Yeah. Named Edge of Autumn. It's the same thing, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess I put, like, Bayou Edge on top?
We're
Wait.
putting Edge under Bayou, right?
Our bottom card is the Thoughtseize Oracle.
Well, wait another turn. That's fine.
Okay. Wait, isn't it a lot more than another turn? Because we have to get through these 2 cards.
We just have to get through 1 card, right? We draw for a turn, we Street Wraith, and that's all the cards, right?
Right. So, Bayou Edge, I guess?
This is fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for some reason I thought the Oracle wasn't our bottom card, is why this was confusing.
So I'm going to play the Petal out to play around Chalice on 0.
Yeah, sure. We are now dead to Wasteland because we screwed this up, but... Caps. Right, we don't have... Jarvis!
So how were we supposed to do it then?
We were supposed to draw the Oracle last turn.
Wait. How?
Not put it on the bottom of our library.
So we basically lost this match.
Because you chose the wrong order, Jarvis.
I asked you if it mattered. Remember that?
And I said, I was like, I'm pretty sure, I did say that I would not put the Oracle on the bottom, and then you put it on the
Oh
bottom.
my god. Alright. Fine, alright. But I mean, I kind of feel like this reveals why this deck isn't played more. This reveals why this deck doesn't win tournaments, right?
No, you just have to learn it the hard way like 47 times, then you never do it again.
47 times?
Yeah, Jarvis.
Oh my god.
Jarvis, it's pain. Existence is pain. Doomsday is pain. And this is why it's your tickets we are using on this.
Doshi, I agree with you. The deck being hard is a misconception. Obviously, like, we could have avoided that if through rote repetition. But I can also just, like, win 75% of my matches by, like, rebuilding my Rug Delver deck every time there's a big tournament and going 6-2 every time. Or winning sometimes.
But what if you learned Doomsday? You're not learning anything by playing Rug Delver.
Oh, that's why I don't play Rug Delver in, like, my practice games. Does that make sense?
But what if you practiced it with, like... Yeah, but what if you practiced with Doomsday?
Alright. We're doing it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to actually jam do it?
Are we on the play again?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, why wouldn't we jam do it? What's
Okay.
the worst case scenario?
So explain how you want to do this, because also this fetch is going to be dead. Unless if we put... dual land in the pile. Alright, you have to big brain it, Ari. Alright.
So we go to 4 cards, 3 cards with the fetch. LED. I mean, we're casting Doomsday. Don't not cast Doomsday. We didn't show up to not do that. So.
All right.
You want to get Underground Sea, I think. No, Swamp does not do anything, Jarvis. Why did we do this?
Because, like,
Jarvis.
I don't know. I asked you. Well, I guess I didn't ask you that.
I don't know.
All right. I will accept the blame for this one. Because you usually go through LED, Mecha Link. That's the actual reason. Are we still casting it?
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever, Jarv.
Lead, Oracle, Brainstorm, Island, something.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lead, Oracle, Brainstorm, Island, so we'll have 3 cards in deck. Probably Unearth. That's the least amount of blue. What cards do we have? Lead, Oracle, Island. I don't... Do we need Brainstorm?
No, we could get like a Force instead, but I'm not sure that actually accomplishes it.
No, not that. Anything but that, Jarvis.
Wraith speeds it up a turn.
Yeah, I was about to say you want a Wraith or an Edge. Yeah, there we go. Cool. We would like to... We don't want to draw Island next turn. We want to draw hold up. Don't choose these yet. Let me think for a second. Yeah. This is correct, and we want to draw LED next turn.
Okay. What am I putting on the bottom?
It does not matter because we will shuffle our library before that point.
Okay.
We're 2-0 in our hearts. That's what counts, Jarvis. That's fine. What plays Inquisition?
I want to say... I'm not sure.
Underground Sea Inquisition is just like melting my face, and I don't know what it's supposed to be doing.
So fetch for Island, right?
Yeah.
Play LED, play Ponder, Crack. Tell me if I'm right.
I'm trying to think if we should play around Force of Will or not, and I think the answer is whatever.
Well, we'll have an Unearth left in our deck, right?
So the problem is if they, we don't, if our Ponder gets countered, we don't have a way to get the Oracle into our graveyard or to get another blue source. Right? But I don't think it gets better.
It seems
Let me think this through.
All right.
Search. I'm just gonna look up some deck lists.
So I guess if I got in C on turn 1, we could mix in a Daze here, which actually does play around a bunch of stuff.
No, if we had C on turn 1, we could just cast Oracle eventually, and then Unearth it later.
That's fair. Alright, I should have gotten C then, and just bidden it to Wasteland, but that's fine.
So our last 2 cards are Unearth and Oracle.
And Street Wraith.
Street Wraith. I believe you want to play LED. I think you want to Preordain and not Crack. And you want to end up with the Street Wraith in your hand? Preordain sees our deck, right?
They both see our deck.
Yeah, that's true, but I think Preordain's a cooler way to do it. What if you want to shuffle, Jarvis?
Okay, so what's our plan?
I'm just thinking this through. So if they have another discard spell, they can take either of the things. If that happens, we get to cast our thing, and we die to a counter spell. So if they have discard spell, counter spell, so we would, but we're dead to a counter spell. So let's think about the lines that don't involve a counter spell, don't involve a Force of Will specifically. So if they have Spell Pierce, we're good. If they have Daze, we're always good. So what should we do to beat a discard spell? I don't believe we care about discard spell at all. I think we're just supposed to Preordain and not.
So Drew suggests Preordain, don't shuffle, cycle in response, Crack. For blue, blue, blue.
Oh yeah, no, that's correct.
All right.
No, big brained. You're right. You're right. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is.
All right.
Because the issue is that our thing yeah, there we go.
So I put
Both of you put Unearth on the bottom, or you want to put you go Oracle the bottom and Unearth. So you want Unearth as the bottom part of your library.
yes. So I click Oracle first, then I click Unearth, right? That's the correct way?
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
And then that'll cause me to draw Street Wraith.
Bottom.
Oh wait,
Jarvis,
shit.
you put it top or bottom?
I clicked top. Shit. I can't control Z this one. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Jarvis! Wow, how did we lose? So you want to put Unearth on bottom still.
Oh my god, I can't believe that happened. This is the one you can't control Z.
Oh my gosh, Jarvis. Here, hold on a second.
What are you doing? We're taking a screenshot.
Keep making plays. Keep making plays.
So I have to bottom this now. Right? Yes.
Let me try and do this without getting the...
God damn it. Oh my god. This is the Yucky Sack YouTube. It totally is,
Jarvis,
isn't it?
This is the percent they don't... Jarvis, continue to make plays. Bottom that card, draw your card. Or wait, no, Jarvis, stop.
Oh
put
my...
Unearth on top of your library. Wait, no, put it on the bottom. You're right.
I put it on the bottom. Sam, I'm aware this is painful as hell. Oh my god, I fucking... Continue to make plays! Stop making plays! Continue to make plays! Stop making plays! That's what has happened here!
Jarvis, why did you click top?
I don't know! Oh my god. This is the worst. We are really gaming today. That is true, Boland. We are really doing it. We're really beating Daze now, boys. Wait, we always had Daze beat though, Drew. Oh, Ari. What are you gonna do with me? Why did you have to tweet that? Oh.
How did we do this? How did this go so wrong?
I don't know, great questions all around. Just imagine if my swamp was a underground sea.
Yeah, you would be able to untap, cast Thassa's Oracle. If they counter it, respond by cycling Street Wraith and sacking LED, and then playing Unearth.
So now we're just all in, right? I just have
we
to...
have no other lines.
Alright. Cycle on the stack. Crack for... whatever, right? It doesn't matter?
Yeah. Yes. Does not matter. You could make black in case they have remand or something. I don't know. Right.
Alright. Alright.
What?
Yeah, they just had nothing, Ari. They're probably gonna decay it. Or some shit.
What?
Okay.
What?
Alright. Great.
What?
Great.
For what it's worth, I've listened to the entirety of Yakety Sax in the time it took you to win that game.
How did I make... Alright, how did you feel about that whole exchange?
No, I don't like it.
You don't like it? You're just off it? What goes... Okay.
Baleful Strix is bad. Do not put Baleful Strix in your deck against your opponent's Fatal Push Inquisition deck.
Also, I'm not feeling this Lim-Dul's Vault personally, but...
Yeah, I don't think Lim-Dul's Vault's great. I think that you may not want your own... You want less of your discard, probably. You probably don't need the Thoughtseize. My inclination is that Veil of Summer is very good.
Looks like it. Looks like... Okay, let's see what they played. They played Sea Inquisition.
You can probably cut a Daze.
That makes sense.
Do you want Carpet or no?
The way it played out, it makes me feel like they're more mid-rangey, so not particularly.
Okay.
Someone suggests, person who plays this deck a lot suggests cutting lead.
Yeah, I was thinking that Carpet might be better than lead.
Oh, sure.
We might just want Fluster to deal with, like, as effectively another Veil.
I could buy that.
And just cut another Daze.
Sure.
It's, like, more likely to top off their thing. And I don't know if we want Rebs and stuff. I guess the reason you would want Rebs is if you think they have Narset, which I think is within range. So I might want another Reb over a Petal. Like, we don't need fast mana. We just need to, like, perform game actions.
I'm down for that.
Oh, split our Rebs. Split our Rebs,
Oh,
Jarvis.
sure,
They
sure,
might have
sure.
surgical.
That actually happened to me once.
See, Jarvis, I'm here saving you the points.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Jarvis, I wasn't, yeah. I couldn't play the fetch correctly.
Drew, why? Why is this happening to me? I assume I keep this hand every time.
Yeah, that's some cards.
We have 7 cards and 3 of them are cantrips.
So our turn 1 is C Preordain.
Probably.
Oh, I wonder if they're let me look at the list.
You're thinking Bug Dark Depths?
Yes.
Well, they played Flooded Strand, so I can tell you they're not that. Like, think about it, right?
No, you're right, you're right. That would probably not be in range.
If there's anything I know a good Dark Depths list. That's one thing.
Valorant? No,
What?
Valorant would have good discard spells. Yeah, we just want to Preordain.
That's
we
probably...
could have got a Dark Ritual in this matchup, for what it's worth. I don't really want either of these cards that much. Like, they don't get us anywhere, so I'd probably just ship them both.
Keeping the Force is, like, slightly appealing, but maybe not.
Nah. I'm over it.
Alright.
Just draw some stuff that does stuff and move on with your life.
Okay, this is like Force. This is the
Yeah,
new
it's
age
better
of
than
Legacy.
Force.
Yeah, Dom, well, this is probably not the channel to come to if you expect me to perform all game actions correctly by myself. Even with Ari holding my hand, it's only like 50-50 that I'll do the right thing. That's actually what I was thinking, Lyserg. But I got no Surd, so. Alright, so here's the thing. I don't want to walk into their Veil if I can help it. Does that make sense? Does that track?
Yeah, that's fine. We don't have to take
So, Tarn go, probably?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. Delta Go was probably a little bit better.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You want to fetch Bayou rather than Trop if you Brainstorm into a broken card. Yeah, I would just cast Brainstorm and just kind of hide some stuff. I would stack our library Doomsday on top of no, we want both Brainstorms in our hand. I would stack it Doomsday on top of a land that you want to shuffle away, probably the Trop.
That's what I was thinking. And then we let this go and they can take something and we're okay with it.
Yeah, and I
Ooh, they took our Duress. Well,
what?
They took our Duress, so that's not happening.
Oh, well then. So we know our next card's a brick.
No, it's Doomsday, which I assume we want to...
after the Doomsday. Yeah. So we want to... I think we want to play our Delta and then, like, fetch on their upkeep just in case they're a Maniac.
You don't main phase Brainstorm?
Nah, Brainstorm's got equity against their discard. Just,
all right.
like, let them move on with their life.
We're in no rush.
What's up, the Warriors Branch? I've committed
We do have to
Sudoku
fetch at
once.
some point on their turn, but yeah.
I've killed myself once. Well, I guess arguably twice.
Are we counting the last game where you like killed yourself, but then the game?
Okay, I've killed myself 2.5 times.
I kind of want to. What if we shuffled and brainstormed in response to the brainstorm?
Yeah, I kind of like
that. Nah.
Alright, nah. You said nah. I'm taking your nah.
I might have fetched in response, but.
What, you really think they have Stifle in their 3-color, like, slow deck?
Jarvis, Stifle, and Fatal Push have been the best of friends for
What?
ages.
No, they haven't. I would actually argue since...
You don't know Legacy players.
This is really like Oko or some shit. Oh, is this Shardow's bug? What the hell?
What is that?
Should I brainstorm in response? Probably.
Yeah,
right?
I would brainstorm in response, I think.
I'm gonna get Trop.
Yeah, what?
I'm probably getting Trop, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily they're surgically our brainstorm, so I would cast the brainstorm in our hand in response.
Or do I want to shuffle first?
No, you want to shuffle after this brainstorm before you cast the next brainstorm.
Okay. So now what?
You shuffle away two.
I could brainstorm again, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think you want to shuffle because you still have a shuffle on the stack.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
So
there's also a surgical on the
lands.
stack.
What?
I just put 2 lands back, I think, right?
Yeah, I think it's the fetch. Yeah, it's the fetch and you put the swamp back, right? Because you can just get whatever black sources you want. And then this gets. We're gonna have 3 total lands. Yeah, so this just gets C.
I think this is like a very poor use of this card.
Surgical?
I mean, circling specifically Brainstorm doesn't seem great. I'm going to put Volcanic and Ritual back, is my instinct.
Yeah, I endorse all of this.
Alright. We've looked at like 6 cards and put like 2 bad ones back each time, right?
Yeah.
Did they shuffle us?
I think they have to, but we're gonna shuffle off of this land, which.
I think we should get Trop, right?
That's fine, I think. Yeah, you can get Trop.
I think I'm going to discard Predict to this.
Well, hold up. I want to see what they do. Like, if they don't plus Liliana, things get weird, but continue.
Alright. Get Trop?
Yeah.
Alright. They can't not shuffle us, has been called. Okay. Alright. I want to ship Predict, personally, but I'm open to your...
Predict is a fine ship.
They discard Bayou, so they have 1 card. So what do you want to do? Try to kill them?
Yeah, that's a given. Play our fetch land.
Okay.
Right, and just get enough. We can get like a C or a bad, because it doesn't really matter. It's. Yeah.
I guess I'll put the fear in them. I assume I'm casting these 2, right?
Yeah, we're going Dark Ritual Doomsday here. That's unarguable. So we need to get Thassa's Oracle. We're going to have 4 cards in deck after this Ponder. I think this is just like a Predict Lotus Petal set.
do it.
You can get Oracle Predict, one
Wait,
Cycler.
what lanes do they control? Do they have three islands?
They do. Are you thinking about Thwart?
No, I'm thinking about Carpet Flowers.
Cycler, Cantrip, Oracle, Unearth?
I don't want to go through Cycler.
So we ponder into... Okay, I'm gonna...
Yeah, that's fine. No, I like that.
Right. So I get both of the Cyclers.
Yep.
Get any cantrip, can be Preordain, right?
Yeah, and then you get Oracle and Unearth. And your final stack involves both Cyclers up top. And all you're doing is just pondering into Cycler, Oracle, and then drawing through Cycler,
Shit.
Oracle.
I need to unclick one of these Preordains. I clicked on 2 Preordains somehow. Alright, so I have Edge, Preordain, Street Wraith, Thoughtseize, Oracle, Unearth.
Sure. That's fun.
So I put Unearth on the bottom.
Yep. And then Preordain on top of Unearth. And then the order of the remaining cards does not matter.
Okay. So Thoughtseize, Oracle.
Yeah, you're going to ponder into them, so you're going to set the order then.
Sure.
If your opponent has Daze, you're in, like, not that much trouble even. So yeah, you're just pondering.
What is this cantrip for? Won't we be short mana?
You want to put Oracle on the bottom and then the 2 cantrips on top.
Right.
And then you just go through your cards, and then you cast Oracle with 2 cards in deck. And you hope they don't have Snuff Out. Not that it really matters, because we're going to preordain into the thing, so they'd have to like have Snuff Out and then a thing on top. Hooray, Jarvis, we did it!
We did it, Reddit. Oh, I think I was technically supposed to click Preordain, but whatever. This is the I1 lag. What if they have Noxious Revival?
What'd you say?
We were dead to Noxious Revival. Sam points out a perfectly navigated match. Yes, that is 100% true. There were no errors committed in either of those games. Actually, I would argue Game 2 was perfectly fine.
The problem is that if they Noxious Revival us, there's nothing that means our thought. Like, we can't get our Thoughts as Oracle into the graveyard. It's just there. Like, it's just on the battlefield and we're done.
Next time we should shuffle in the Ponder just to feel alive. Log T1, this is not a Gen Con thing. I think that would take too long, and plus, I don't know what I'm doing on Sunday yet.
Have you played a Pastime Swiss event?
No.
They just don't end.
No,
You're not allowed. They're not allowed to end.
Ari, those things are run in client. They just replace the normal prelims.
So Pastimes finds a way. They put a unicorn into the packs.
Okay, that's true. They did put a unicorn into the cube packs, and someone drafted it and it turned out to be a swamp brainstorm.
And it crashed their deck build. They didn't draft it. They just got it 15th pick, and it broke their deck.
That was so unbelievable. That was really that was a nice one.
What do you take from this pack? Second primal command. The 4th Ronas you've seen, but 2 of them didn't wheel. Or foil unicorn token.
Yeah, there were in fact 4 Ronuses in that cube draft.
Yeah,
according to Tommy, I believe this is a keep, right? Thoughts? It's like actually on the low end, isn't it?
Are we on the play?
No, we're in the draw.
I don't know. I don't love it. Don't love it.
Lyserg
Drew,
says...
I would put the blame solely on Pastimes. They invented the technology of there's too many people in the store to read the PTQ pairings, so if you kick everyone out, they have to walk by the door to come back in, and that's where they get their pairings.
Okay, this seems a lot better.
Yes. This seems significantly better.
Keep and probably bottom.
I think Daze. On the draw,
Yeah.
I don't really want Daze.
Is my instinct is Daze or Force, but probably Daze is better to ship in case if there's some bullshit happening, right?
Yes. What are some other pastimes innovations? Giving everyone millions of batter skulls.
Ooh, this Snow Island, this Ponder makes me think Sneak and Show. I'm not going to back up my claim whatsoever. I'm just going to say that. Are you going to stop me from saying that? Alright, so what do you want to do here?
I just want a Vulcan Preordain, I think.
Right. You call Lauren? Off Scalding Tarn, I do not call Lauren here ever.
Okay, what do we got? Some cards?
I think I just ship both, personally.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Alright, that's
so the actual legit thing to think about is that those imply that they used a loaner account, and therefore it might be capped on cost. Oh no, their lands match. Ooh, they might not be using a loaner.
Oh, this account?
Well, yeah, you're trying to read into their lands, and I'm trying to read into their lands in a 2020 way.
I actually, with the second Snow Island and a second Tornado, I will increase my read of Sneak and Show to an even higher number. Is that fair?
No, it's not.
How about
okay,
now?
I'd increase it to a higher number.
Okay, now I'm like 70% sure. Maybe even like 80%. Because the thing is, it really can't be Blue or Delver with this configuration. Well, Omnitail and Sneak, like, there's not a huge difference between... I mean, obviously there is a huge difference.
How do you feel about brainstorming here?
I want to brainstorm here.
Hold up. I'm just thinking about conserving our cantrips, but I think brainstorm's correct. Our hand sucks. Let's get cards that don't suck.
Well, this card sucks.
Yep.
This card also kind of sucks.
Yeah, I would ship Unearth and Edge of Autumn. And then sack, and Does Sneak and Show still play Daze these days?
It's 50-50.
What?
It's 50-50.
Oh, hold up. Let me find the tweet. Poop fish greater than Moon Ponder? Yeah, the OG Ponder is definitely... Like, Mercadian Mass Brainstorm is clearly optimal. The fact that Preordain doesn't have a new art is surprising.
So the question is, we could play around Daze, but I also kind of just feel like C Ponder might be better. I love Masked Brainstorm, and I love this Ponder.
I'm going to leave it up to you to a judgment call if you want to play around Daze or not, but I'm fine with not playing around Daze.
Yeah, I'm not going to play around Daze. Obviously, like, it might suck.
What if they just cast Show and Tell? I think we might just, like, dunk on them. Yes, we would like these cards. We would like to draw Dark Ritual.
Mask's brain is best brain, yep.
That literally just is a scientific fact.
Alright. Do you think it's...
yeah. What do you say?
Do you think it's show and tell, Ari?
No.
No?
Clearly not. Let me find this tweet. Hold, please. I'm going to post the... Here we go. This is the source material. Many things are wrong with this. Yeah, dual deck Preordain is fine. I think OG Preordain is pretty good, but like they're at least in the same tier. We probably have to force that in case. Or hold up, no, we can't because.
The problem is if they put Gristlebrand in and we don't force this, then we actually are auto dead.
We're also auto dead to Sneak plus Emrakul, so we are obligated to force. Yeah. And the way they play things does imply Sneak plus Emrakul.
Maybe not. Maybe they're just playing around Right. Well, that sucks.
Jarvis, I told you it was your judgment call.
It is a judgment call. Not all of the lists have Daze. Some of them just play Spirit Guide instead.
I told the crowd it was your judgment call. Yeah, we want to put in this lane, so we're gonna dark it next turn probably, but whatever.
So if it was just Emrakul, we could have won with our... But now we're dead to this, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Hold up. If we didn't put in the island, did we have an out? We no, because we can't do. Yeah, I think we're done. So Jarvis.
But when we are dead, the problem is we have to sack 3 lands. Like,
yeah, we lose all of our mana, and we know our top card is another fetch land, and it's all a wrap. Everything's a wrap. We don't have a card to draw. We don't have mana. We can't cast Doomsday preemptively because 15 is greater than like half of 20.
Yeah. So
what are we? So Baleful Strix can go.
Yeah. I cited in some Rebs, some Veils. Well, the Veil is more debatable, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know.
I put in the Fluster. I think Flusters and Rebs are very clearly good, I think.
Is Daze even good in large quantities?
Not sure. I don't like Carpet versus Sneak and Show generally, but I could be wrong.
You know what?
I don't like Carpet versus Sneak and Show generally. I don't think that's what the games are about.
I wouldn't want a Carpet versus Sneak and Show.
I think the lead might go.
No, we want the go fast game. Like, if we go out, we want to be able to go fast. If anything, I'm cutting a Lotus Petal.
Alright. And you want to cut Dazes? I
want to trim Dazes. I want to trim, like, a Daze or two. We're bringing a lot of other interaction. I'm kind of shocked that we have Cavern in our deck.
It doesn't have to be, but...
I guess they have Red Blast, but, like...
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
Do we think they have 4 intuitions? No, I think most lists only have like 1 or 2 intuitions at most. If they're cunning, obviously it's different. Like then they have like effectively 3 intuitions. But P Zepper, you should try not to cut cantrips if at all possible from any deck. Like that's just a general
rule. This deck
rule.
especially, your cantrips are your combo pieces.
Yeah, just don't.
I think the question is between like the Cavern or a Veil is our last card.
Well, I have 2 Veils in right now.
Right. The question is, do we want Cavern or Veil as that last slot?
JPA cuts Preordains and Show and Tell? Well, I'm not the boss of JPA, but that would not be my inclination.
I think that's a reasonable spot.
But this deck is like a lot more disjointed than I think Sneak and Show is. Is that a good way of putting it? So I have 1 Cavern, 1 Veil in. What the hell? No. What? Did you see that message? It wanted me to like restart mode to update card database.
No, that's probably not a good idea.
What's the use of Cavern? Versus certain decks, especially Plow decks, if you resolve Doomsday, you can just wait, and then they die, Lysurg. And that actually happened in our first match, right?
Yes.
Like, we just waited out our opponent's blasts, and they died to Cavern, Thassa's Oracle. Like, you just put Cavern in your stack of 5, just slowly draw the stack, and then you Cavern, naming Merfolk, and you slam, and they die. I guess that technically loses to Mindbreak Trap, like hardcast Mindbreak Trap, which is kind of funny, but we don't worry about those things. Lysurg, sometimes you can cut them off to a point where, like, it's specifically... Okay, I guess it wants me to restart. Why is it doing this? Okay. It's... Why is it trying to push or restart? Oh, great. I can't even click on this. All right. I guess I have to click restart now.
Wait, you do?
No, it wouldn't let me click on keep.
You couldn't even click restart later?
It did not appear to let me do that.
I love this. This is great. This is how they fix the unicorn.
Probably. This is actually almost exactly what that is. I can't wait until I can't log back in and I'm dead. It crashed for everyone. Oh no. Oh no!
Rest in streamer Rooney.
You mean rest in tickets, Rooney?
No, you get them all back.
Explain quality? Oh wow, that's the Pastimes event crash. Yeah, we're getting keyboard Vash MKS.
I love pastimes. Oh my gosh.
So, am I dead? I guess we're dead then, right? I mean...
Did you have priority?
Yes. It was asking me if I wanted to keep or not, remember?
Oh my gosh.
Something Eternal Weekend. Yeah, this is the real life Magic experience brought to us at home. Do you agree with that, Ari? This is just the real life Magic experience.
Mm-hmm.
Kibblard once got disconnected from a Mox at like 7-0. It crashed and booted him.
The whole thing crashed and they had to restart it, and they told him to come back the next weekend. And he's like, "That's a Grand Prix weekend." They're like, "Too bad." And it was like a new event for everyone who was 4-1 or better, or something like that.
And Kibblard was obviously irate. Like, it was obviously not good. This really is the real life Magic experience, right? Like, do you remember GP Charlotte, the SCG one?
Yes. Well, actually, I don't because I wasn't there.
I was there. Tommy was there.
Well, funny story about that.
Okay, we got back in before it crashed on us. I assume this is a keep, although it's not great.
What is this game 2?
Yeah,
What's
we're
going on?
sneak and
Yeah,
chow.
whatever. We got cantrips. I'm over it.
Also, what if our opponent just doesn't log back in within 10 minutes? Oh shit, they're back in. Alright. Should I just cycle Street Wraith first?
We want to get C in Preordain. So the story is that Tommy and I played in the last round of the previous PT to see, one of us was like, the winner of the match locked gold, or like he would get silver and I would get gold if I won. Yeah, we want Forceful and not the land. And we were playing 2 unplayable decks against each other because every deck that wasn't green-white was unplayable at first Shadows. And Tommy died to a hissing Quagmire, technically 4 times in a row because he was a control deck that couldn't beat a Quagmire.
Yeah.
We possibly should have played this Lotus Petal to play around Daze, like if they went.
Sure.
It would have to be Petal, so it's probably fine. And then he was forced to go to a real life Grand Prix, and Tommy doesn't really do that. And
it crashed a lot on day 1. In fact,
yeah, it broke. It broke horribly.
So
I was at home.
Let me explain it. It paired you. There were basically, it was not paired by record for most of that
You
tournament.
should ponder, by the way, Jarvis.
Do I want to play around Daze? I guess I don't really care if this gets countered.
Yes, you do.
All right.
The problem is that your hand as built is not super material heavy. Yeah, I'm just thinking about how I want to approach this upcoming Doomsday setup. We want the Preordain in our hand this turn. And I think we want access to Doomsday next turn so we can fire if we feel like it. So LED is the bottom card, and then, yeah, and the Preordain wants to be in our hand because we can pitch it for us.
Yeah, like, it was literally pairing like 4-0s versus 3-1s because it broke so much that they just had to be like, okay, we're just going to run the tournament. Things are going to be messed up, but this is what we have to do.
Yep. You are obligated to cast Forcible targeting that, pitching Preordain. I hope you enjoyed showing up and dying.
Alright. I believe I do not put any cards in. I just... Well, we know our top card. It's not... It's Doomsday on top.
Yeah, we can't... Yeah, we don't... We just live our life. It's fine.
We're not putting Street Wraith in. That is ridiculous.
I'm not even looking at the chat. I just want to...
Okay. So what's the plan, Ari? Is there a way to win? Probably, right?
So we can Doomsday and then draw 2 cards after Doomsday.
We have to
Which
find
can
a
be-
ritual.
Yeah, we can kill them.
Okay, tell me how. Because I assume we're supposed to just go.
We have them dead through a Daze too.
Okay.
Oh no, we don't, because if they just Daze our Doomsday, we're dead.
Yes, I'm pretending
we
they
just
don't.
cast Doomsday. Like that is step 1.
Okay, you want to cast Doomsday?
Yeah, well, we don't win the game by not casting Doomsday.
All right. I agree.
And having the cantrips in our hand is how we kill them. So yeah.
If they have Daze, so be it. Like. Oh, we were just mega dead.
There was nothing we could have done. That's just rude. They're just showing you this useless Oko.
Hold on. What's our top card? LED?
Yeah, we're dead, right?
Is there...
No, because we have no way to draw cards if we use LED is the problem. And if we cycle into LED and then cycle again and draw a blue card, we still have nothing. So we're dead.
Alright.
That was cool. I hope we enjoyed it.
That really sucked. They cast one cantrip
I
and
called the loaner account. I'm so smart.
Alright. One last match for some of the marbles. The Goblins match was disappointing. That match is like, whatever, you know. Sometimes he gets snuck and showed, right?
Uh-huh. We were close.
This match doesn't count. We lost focus because of the restart. I don't know. I assume this is a keep, but it's not... Actually, maybe it isn't.
I don't know what this hand does.
There's
It
no-
has 3 of our bricks. Like, why would we
Yeah.
keep this? Jarvis, it's 2020. We don't have to have...
Okay,
We got
okay.
perfect. This is a hand.
Alright, I'm gonna ship Preordain, I guess.
I concur. Okay, we got this, Jarvis.
No, dude, this is actually not... What do you think it is? Because I'll tell you what it is. It's Blue Black Ninjas.
Yeah, we got this.
They play Daze. I want to play around Daze. They generally don't play Wasteland, by the way.
I believe we're supposed to preordain turn 1 here, but...
Yeah. Sorry, it could be Bug Ninjas. You're right, Danny. Huh, that's sort of interesting.
Let me see those.
There's Force and Baleful Strix.
I can dig keeping those.
Yeah.
Wait, why don't we have Force and Will in our hand?
Was supposed to. Don't worry, we're getting Ninja next turn anyways.
Jarvis, do you know how to scry?
Look,
You put the card you want on the top, and you put the card you don't want on the bottom. Sometimes you put the card on top and then another one on top or beneath it.
Okay, which do you think it is? Eureka or Ingenious Infiltrator?
Eureka.
Wrong.
That's fine.
All right. I vote play Baleful Strix this turn. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Or we could try to kill them. Is the other thing, right?
I think they would have to have literal, like, we can't beat a Daze, and we can't, what's in their deck? Daze and Forces?
Does Yubi
Like, we
Ninja
can't-
play Draco? It does not.
I'm just thinking this through. So we would, the problem is we're choked on mana, and we don't, so we go land 4 cards after the Brainstorm resolves, and then we could cycle, and then our cards, so they go to 4 cards after the Brainstorm resolves. Cycle gets us to, the problem is that it's Brainstorm, right?
Yeah.
So we can't, like, we only get 3 of the cards, so we'd only be able to get to 3 cards.
I feel like
this.
I think that's a lot of talking to convince me that I should play Baleful Strix this turn.
Hold, please.
Okay.
Hold, please. So 3, and then we cast the Brainstorm. We draw 3 cards, so we have 6 total cards. We have 4 total cards. And then we'd spend Lotus, Brainstorm again. And then so our cards we'd have to find would be Lotus, Brainstorm, and a Cycler. And we'd be going through a card off Brainstorm, a card off Brainstorm, and a card off the Cycler. And we would be going down Land, Doomsday, Ritual. We have 7 cards in hand, correct?
Yep.
Land, Doomsday, Ritual, Oracle, Lotus, so we wouldn't be able to keep a force, so yeah, we can just play the Strix. The only reason to not play Strix is that it's literally a blue card, but whatever.
Ooh, it resolved. I think that pedal's good.
I don't think it's kind of good. It's not super good. It's just kind of good. We're probably getting our thing pushed because that's how it works.
Yep.
We'll draw a card or 2. We have to hope they don't have 2 forces. Thoughtseize would not be the worst, I guess.
They only have 2 cards in hand. They're pondering, but they're trying to ponder to set up drawing a good card, right?
I mean, sure. They should ponder after, right? Because they want to draw a card. Like, that sees...
It sees more cards, but yeah. I probably would have pondered off after, but I don't play ninjas.
Well, they didn't shuffle, so we're not in good shape.
Yeah, whatevs. I think this turn we probably have to do our thing, right?
Thinking. So the problem here, it's actually like a big problem, is that our Doomsday is not force protect. I guess it is if we just pass. So we can't exile the Thassa Oracle. This is what I was talking about with playing the Strikes, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think we have much we can do besides go like Ritual Doomsday, right?
Do I want to play the swamp?
Huh?
Do I want to play the swamp?
That's what I'm thinking through right now.
Can we just not cast Brainstorm and see where the 30 rack takes us?
Well, if we Brainstorm, then we don't have a cantrip for Doomsday.
Yeah. Isn't that the issue? Like, it... Yeah, that is actually the issue. We net at least one card. because we don't want Oracle in hand.
What was going on? Someone said
Drew,
something-
Drew said if we brainstorm and put Oracle back.
What if we cast Oracle and declare a block? How many kill spells they got? A bunch? Or they have a push and a murderous cut usually?
Yeah.
And a drown in the lock?
Drown the Lock? I don't see that one that often.
I'm looking at this list at 5-0'd.
I would say Drown the Lock, it's not in most of the lists, but it's like
This
obviously.
one, Ninjas won the Legacy Challenge a week ago, and it had a Fatal Push, a Drown in the Lock, and a Murderous Cut. So the Ritual Brainstorm play is really pushing this, or the Ritual Doomsday play is... I kind of dig that.
You want to just cast Thassa's Oracle?
No. I want to go Swamp Ritual Doomsday and then cast Brainstorm with a mana up.
Okay.
Well, I want to cast Doomsday and see if it resolves. And then I'm
Sure.
going to think. That's fine.
If they force, I assume we have to force back.
Yeah, and then we just go for a slow Doomsday.
Yeah. Okay, it resolved.
So we want to set up a stack that if our Brainstorm fizzles, we can continue going.
Okay.
So we're going to Brainstorm. We're going to Petal. So Brainstorm brings us to 4 cards. We need to draw 2 cards. So we're going to have exactly these cards and 1 more card when that happens. So we get to choose any card from our deck to add to our hand after this, which would be whatever our best blue card is. And then we want Unearth. So the cards we want are Edge of Autumn, Street Wraith, Unearth.
Daze seems like the best one if we're going this turn, right?
What is?
Daze seems like the best one if we're going exactly this turn.
Yes, that's totally fair. Yeah. Unearth. Daze. Actually, Daze is worse than a cantrip because we want another cantrip if they force of will our Brainstorm this turn.
Okay.
Right? So what if we get Brainstorm instead of Daze? So at those, we have the Petal for the extra mana. What is it? Edge of Autumn, Street Wraith, Unearth, Brainstorm, and what's our last card? Is the question?
Yeah.
I don't think it should be Brainstorm, actually. I think it should be Ponder or Preordain. Probably Preordain. And then we can put a Force or a Daze in there? Or a discard spell?
Yeah, probably a Daze is better.
No, Daze, discard spell is best.
So like Duress then?
Therapy or something like that. Right.
I don't think Strix
This is
does
close.
anything.
I think this is good enough to set it up.
Okay.
And you want the order to be Preordain on top, right? Or
Wait. Hold up.
huh?
So Brainstorm puts us down to 4 cards in deck, right? Cycle puts us to 2.
And then the Lotus Petal casts the Thassa's Oracle, and our last 2 cards are Force plus Preordain.
and then our top card is Unearth.
Okay, that checks out to me. So this looks fine to you,
The
right?
bottom card of our deck should be Duress.
Okay. So click done.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. As long as the bottom card of our deck is Duress and the next card is Unearth, we're good, I believe. And I don't know if the order of the other cards especially matters.
Doesn't seem like it to me, but I obviously don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Just this is fine. Brainstorm. Brainstorm. We want both cyclers, and we want to put back. Yeah, that's just put back Preordain and Petal.
I'm drawing them both anyways, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we want to sack the swamp to Edge of Autumn.
Should I sack them and tap on Groundsea?
Don't say things like that. You've proven that you've done worse things tonight. Like you.
I expected. All right, our opponent just had. Wait, so didn't they not shuffle on their ponder last turn?
Yes.
And then
Street
died
Wraith,
this turn?
It could matter if they force your Brainstorm. Yeah, it's possible we wanted the Street Wraith as the bottom one.
I would put one of the free cyclers third down in case they have fallen Shinobi. Wow, that's going deep.
The brains going on here are. That's large brains.
These blasts look very good to me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I am looking at their deck. I don't think we want Carpet.
I don't think so either. Veil is like exactly okay, I think.
I think Veil is pretty good. They have Thoughtseize and counterspells. Like I don't think
Okay.
Veil is bad. I think Daze sucks.
Well, I think
Daze is
Lim-Dul's
trash.
Vault is not very good.
No, Lim-Dul's Vault's very bad, and Daze is quite bad here.
Okay.
The only problem with cutting all these Dazes is that do we want Cavern?
Just like to set up a Sego Forever pile while
Wait,
they hit us.
why are we cutting LED because we think we need to fight every single time we go off?
Yeah. Like, don't they have like 8 forces? Oh wow, this
Yeah, so
person
there's
does...
7 or 8. Yeah, so what if we
Yeah, they have 7 forces post board.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want this LED in my
We cut
deck.
another Daze. I just don't want Dazes in my deck.
Alright.
And then we can just cut another Daze on the draw and play the Flusterstorm. And then we can just discard Force Will to Force Will. That's how we get there.
Okay.
Easy.
So we can also set up slow piles here and just plan to cavern out the Oracle on the last turn, right? Versus their deck.
Yeah, I'm looking at the typical sideboard composition of the deck.
Bolin, they don't have that much pressure. Like, their creatures are kind of puny.
Jarvis, important note.
Yeah.
Don't small brain yourself into getting submerged. Or back to basics.
There's no submerge in the list I'm looking at.
41% of these lists have a submerge.
Okay. Well, this hand is awful.
Is it?
Yeah.
You just Pyroblast their first two
Well,
Dudeses.
this hand's a lot better, so I'm... Like, I think this hand's actually much better than the last one. Do you agree with that?
We ship Dark right?
I agree. That was my inclination as well.
They
Hey.
rolled the 5? Oh, wow. This hand is... Whew.
I would also say that there's a very low chance of them having submerge in their deck versus you, but don't count out the opponent. They might do that. They're at 4 cards, Ari.
Our Cabal Therapy is just a dead card.
I'm gonna fetch C with Tarn and Thoughtseize them. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I concur with that. Is that
Alright.
2 Infiltrators?
No, it's a Strix and Infiltrator. I'm taking the Strix and then therapying the Infiltrator next turn.
Sure. I don't know if we need to therapy the Infiltrator until they play a creature, but yeah.
I mean, that's true. Monkrez knows, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Good time to point out, if you do enjoy this channel with all of its punts,
There are a lot of those.
Hit that sub button.
A lot of those.
But you can also follow Ari on Twitter. I'm sure he appreciates that, or also doesn't care. I don't know.
Ponder here. Yeah, I'm at ARMLX. If you search for Ari Lax Twitter, I'm literally the only one.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
I would put Pyroblast into my hand and put the Badlands onto the battlefield untapped and just draw Preordain next turn.
We can just go slow because they're so low on resources is the thought, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. We do have a lot of lands for that plan. It does make our Brainstorm, like, kind of whatever, but I guess the Brainstorm's a kill card at this point, so we're good.
It is. Unban Mental Misstep with the sub.
No.
No, that's just a username. That's just a username. Come on, Ari.
Yeah, but, like, that's just how you get Uros. And, you know. Yeah, this is probably a good time to put Ingenious Infiltrator into their discard pile.
Yep.
I would lead on that play, by the way, in case they have back to basics and we want to change our play. So I would just Cabal Therapy off of the Badlands after playing your Scalding Tarn.
Yep. I kind of hope they drew a second one. They didn't play a land, so that actually makes me think they did draw like another thing like that.
Yeah, but like if it's Eureka, we just rev it and
it's Brazen Bar / Petty Theft. But
that's fine.
It was Moto, so it just like listed both.
Yeah, and then we probably we basically so Preordain gets us through the Brainstorm and a card deeper. I don't like that. I don't care. Whatever. Tell me whatever.
So if they Eureka, I'm Pyroblasting it, obviously.
Yes, immediately. If they infiltrate, you're Pyroblasting it.
If they put any card draw creature into play, I'm just killing it. That's the reality.
It will not Baleful Strix. You don't want to kill that one.
No. I'm countering... Well, actually, do I even counter that one?
Baleful Strix? No.
Yeah, I think that one is fine. Alright, so I'm drawing the Brainstorm.
Yeah, and now you fire off a Preordain.
I don't shuffle, right?
No. Your entire library contents are on right now.
Don't think I need...
Bottom the Ritual, keep the Ponder.
Yeah, that's my inclination. Do you want to fetch and Preordain, or fetch and Ponder?
I want to fetch and Ponder, and then we might fetch again, because the Brainstorm, I don't think... Just the way our hand is set up, like, we're selecting what our card draws are going to be, and we have, like, all of our resources here are tied up, so the Brainstorm is primarily going to be the kill card when we go off.
So, do you want to play around B2B or not? It's sort of
we
low.
Have Rebs, so we don't have to.
Oh, fair. So I'm just going to get another C then.
I think you need another Black Source, because we're going to natural cast Doomsday here.
I'm going to play my land in case of Spell Pierce. They sometimes play Spell Pierce.
That's fair. No.
Those cards don't do anything. That card kind of doesn't do anything, but I'm just saying go here, I think. Because this is our last fetch for a Brainstorm, right?
Yeah, that does need to get a green source, so it needs to get a Bayou.
So their hand's Theft and Unknown.
Yeah.
But if we ever draw Doomsday, I assume they insta-die, right? Because we have a lot of mana as well.
Oh, Jarvis.
It makes the 4/4. It turns into a 4.
Tick.
That's fine.
Tick.
No, we just have to find Doomsday this turn. Actually, that's like not bad, right?
I kind of want to... I'm thinking if we Preordain first.
Preordain off C? Or
Yeah,
Preordain off Vault?
The land we want to end up with untapped at the end of the turn is Vault, right?
Sure, so I'm down for that then. Oh, well. Don't think I want those.
I don't think you really do either.
Great.
That's fine.
I'm going to play the Strix now.
Yeah, you're going to play the Strix, and then you'll play the Vulcan. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
That's not great.
Hold up, I don't think...
I could... I don't want to... Well,
no, we want to play the Vault because I think we...
I think Volco is fine.
Yeah, the problem is that we kind of want to shuffle the Vault back with the Brainstorm,
I don't know if we need Pyroblast stuff, but whatever.
I think we do. Like, there might be some like weird card that I've never seen before that kills us.
It's literally just Eureka. Like that's it.
Yeah, but that
No,
card's.
We can always put the Street Wraith back into our deck with Brainstorm, right? So there's no need to take that action.
Yep.
They might. I hope they petty theft our Raisin or our Strix.
Oh, they are the bug version. Oh, they're just making a servo.
Whatever.
I feel like I would have just made a 4. Oh no, making 4/4 doesn't make sense.
No, they're trades with the Strix, Jarvis. Why would you do that?
Never mind. Should I trade?
No. You want to trade with the 4/4 eventually.
Okay. It's fair.
If you trade for the Strix, they just make, or if you trade there, they just make a 4/4, and then you're in bad shape. Or they just cast a Borrower or something. Hold up. That's fine. You want to tap because you can't protect your Brainstorm. I would cast Brainstorm here.
Off C, right?
Off of Volk?
Yeah, off of Volk actually is probably better. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Jarvis.
Okay, so hear me out. What if I just...
The question is whether you want to keep a fetch or a land. So we have to fetch here. There's no other.
I think I want to keep a land to just not take damage, but we could also cycle once, like someone's pointing out.
Could also cycle. We could cycle one of those cards. Yeah. I want to put us to 10 to 9. I think I want to keep a land and fetch and then cycle a card.
I'm gonna put Delta and Swamp back.
Yeah, and we have to get a black-green land here,
yep,
just to spread it, like have the option. And then we want to cycle Street Wraith now, because our Edge of Autumn is actually tangible resources.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to step away for a minute, so good luck with the rest of this, Jarvis.
Oh my god. Chat! Send help! Send subs! But mostly send help. That's not good. We didn't side in the Bayou. Okay, the Bayou's not in our deck, so things have gone awry. Reb Strict Blast Foundry. Well, this is not red, so that's not advisable. The reason to get Bayou is if we draw a Veil. There are 2 Veils in our deck, Danny. That's why. Yeah, there was a slight mismanagement of what land, which is not great. Game 2, we're up. P-Zepper, it's sometimes hard to tell when Twitch chat is being sarcastic. Just gonna trade here. Alright, Ari has to bail, so you got it. Chat has to help me out. Probably a dog-related disaster. Oh my god. Why me? I really gonna lose to this mold of 4? That'd be disappointing. Alright, Doomsday! Might be a Doomsday. Okay, that buys a turn, I guess. Well, and you really need a cycler the turn you're trying to kill them, right? Doomsday! Doomsday! Alright. PogChamp. So, probably don't want to get Street Wraith. So I have to cycle into my first cycler. Thassa's Oracle. So let's see, I can cycle into Predict. Can I beat, let's see, Ritual. Can I end up with a Duress in my hand? Do I want a Duress? Thoughts? Predict, Preordain, Thassa's Oracle. So I can... What does Brainstorm do? Maybe Unearth, yeah. I don't know. They might have removal. This game has been weird. What if I do this? I don't think the Unearth is great. Brainstorm turns my Pyroblast into Duress. Maybe I just get Duress and Duress them. Wait, hold on. So, suppose I put some card on top. I'll have access to a Predict away something, and I'll draw like Thassa's Oracle and something else, so it should really be an interactive card. I don't think the Unearth actually does anything, right? That's like, I think Unearth is kind of a trap. Yeah, I understand that, but that opens me up to Surgical Matrix, and I think I can play around Surgical. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm not going to get Unearth then. So predict away Fluster, I guess. Wait. Yeah, predict away Fluster. Yeah, the problem is I didn't side in Bayou. If one of these lands was a Bayou, it would have been better, I agree, but... If one of these lands was a Bayou, it would have been much better, I agree. Yeah, probably. Okay. Cool. They have nothing. So opponent gonna wait the 10 minutes. I'll hit F6 just in case. Sort of has that look about it though. This is a paper boomer combo deck. Yeah, it is. Their opponent's hand is 2 Misty Reinforce. So, anyone have any questions? Anyone want to donate for this debacle of a stream? I will be opening some chests after this. A few chests, but... For 2-2... Ari had to leave. He was summoned to attend a live stream of a high school graduation. So that's what happened to Ari. Alright, opponent finally decided to concede. So we finished 3-2. could have been 4-1 if I was better at not misclicking or whatever. Victory chest. Alright. Let's see. There's one sub. One from last time. 2 from last time. 3 from last time. Alright. Opening 3 chests. We went 3 and 2 Cal. I'm bad at this deck, but Ari left me in my time of need. Is this worth anything? Probably not anymore. I don't owe you 23 chest openings. I certainly do not. But I owe you 3. Goddamn, I'm so sick of these basic lands. They're not worth anything, I think. Ari Leo is probably net positive for me. Perhaps Matt. That's true. True. Very good point. Ooh, maybe that's something. Yeah, you could do that, Danny. I would not stop you. Decent chance we time out if Ari stayed. No, I would just make someone play at random before that. Alright, so we finished 3 and 2, which is basically the best outcome possible for me by myself. But given Ari was like saying he was going to be the master puppeteer and make me win, I'm disappointed. That's all I'm going to say. And in order to offset that disappointment, I would appreciate any subs. So if people want to sub, appreciate it. If you want to follow me, also appreciate it. But I'm going to send you all to Honorog now. So I'll be back on Saturday to stream Double Masters Draft with Steve Rubin, I think. So be back for that, y'all. Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to fire some Double Master Drafts.